In today's world, your problems don't amount to a hill of beans. Unless you're talking to RGI International. That's right, RGI, your source for critical thinking and problem solving. Write to them now at gorgeous@juno.com. That's GORGES at juno.com. RGI.
Ladies and gentlemen, here they come, walking down the street. They're the funniest guys you'll ever meet. Hey, it's the Double Special Show with Chris Gorges, Tiffany Barbee, and me, JB Lee. Let's get on with the show, baby.
You and me. So say the stars, it's meant to be. My heart.
And we're back live on the Double Special Show. Crystal, our producer, has yet to unmute the rest of the mic, so I have to carry the show for a little while. That's fine. I know how to do that.
I like the Monkeys intro.
The one that's down, click that one off. The last one on to the right. There you go. Oh, welcome back, Double Special in the house. Thanks, Crystal. Man, your face buried right into Twitter before we even started. Oh, my God.
We need...
So we can hear everything. Welcome back. We've got a great show lined up for you tonight. In the studio, Tiffany Barbee. Say hello to everybody. Tiffany.
Hey.
And JB Lee, great opening tonight, sir. Very nice.
Hey.
Yeah, I like the Monkeys.
You like the Monkeys?
I have a Monkey CD.
You'll get us a copyright strike or some such.
for
No,
God's
it was, I won't.
We're live tonight. Thanks to Jordan, we got the Wirecast up with the YouTube, and hopefully everything is going good. Don't want to jinx it, but
yeah, why did you even blame it on me now? Oh.
What's
See,
a
that's what he does.
Wirecast?
He's preliminarily blaming it on me. It's like, thanks to Jordan for doing all the tech setup in case it doesn't work.
it's not untrue. If you want to give us a call, the phone number, as always, is 727-475-6139. You can call and talk to us. Give us about a half an hour. We got a few things to talk about. In the show tonight, we're going to be talking about the Oscars. That's happening. The Oscar nominations came across the wire. We'll talk about those. We're going to talk about the weed legalization here in Florida. That's getting people freaked out. And some of the things that people are saying to try to get weed not legalized is amazing. Wait till you hear some of the stuff. We're going to talk to Marty tonight and share with him something that happened while he was here that I actually forgot about. I kind of put it on my head, and we were talking the other night, and it came up, and we need to tell Marty about it.
Yeah, I can't believe that.
Yeah, we need to tell him about this. I don't know if he's aware of this situation within himself, but tonight we will reveal what exactly he did when he was here at my house.
Such a thing.
Then we're also at the end of the show. We'll talk about Red Gear Studios. Hopefully, Joe Davison, director, ex-hooligan, not ex-hooligan. I just say hooligan, right? I mean, it's always a hooligan.
Former hooligan.
Former. Well,
we're all former hooligans.
Right.
Exactly. Everyone, all of you are former hooligans too. Former hooligans.
He's got a meeting tonight, but he may call in and talk about his new studio, which Jordan and I will. I don't know if I
all
want
three
to
of
tease
us can visit.
We're going.
All four of us can visit.
Actually,
now it's just you and me.
I'll tell you later. We'll talk about it a little bit later.
Yeah, not Tiffany.
Yeah.
Not Crystal. They just be embarrassing.
Yeah, Crystal, our producer, say hello to everybody. Crystal on the microphone.
Hi.
How are we doing in Twitter land? Is everything good? Is anybody?
It seems okay.
Is the stream live? Please tweet at us if we're live.
Yeah, we should be live. I think everything seems to be working good. Okay, so
tweet at mystifymebabe.com. What is it? Mystifymebabe.com. Let her know. You all know her. You all love her.
And also, a little bit later, maybe in about half an hour, Jason Kraynek, also a former hooligan from Chicago,
so many,
is going to try to give us a call. He tried to call last week, and he's been listening to some of our old shows. He wants to talk to us. I don't know. It could be bad. It could be good. I don't know.
Could be good.
I don't know.
Good.
Can you handle constructive criticism from Jason, JB?
Just as long as it's not too much inside baseball.
Okay.
All right.
Tiffany
Barbee.
Yeah, Tiffany.
You've been awfully quiet tonight.
Well,
You've been enjoying your yoo-hoo? Your yoo-hoo-neo?
Is that like the first yoo-hoo you've had?
No, I just had one the other day, but I hadn't had it since I was probably little.
Little, like
littler.
Like Wild Wild West little, or what was the next video she
I
had?
don't know how.
I don't know, probably like middle school.
Middle school.
How misproportionate was your head when you last had a yoo-hoo? No, sorry. God.
My mom said that my head wasn't big.
I don't think it's big. I think it fits.
Not anymore.
Well, I don't even think it was big then. I think it was her haircut and just the way their bangs went to the side. You know what I mean? Like if you show too much forehead, it just my head appears to be big, but it's not that big, is it? Do I have a big head?
With the forehead all gone,
Yeah,
yeah.
your
exactly.
forehead's kind of big.
Well, yeah,
No, I'm
but
joking.
well, no, but
It's
it is
not-
though.
I'm just
But
saying.
look, I started out with less forehead. The more hair you lose, the more forehead you get. Let's be honest. Until it turns into scalp. At what point is it forehead and then scalp? Where is the line for scalp and forehead?
Maybe
you
where
found
that
it.
third line is on your head.
The
Ooh.
third line. Listen,
Where was
these-
your widow's peak?
I've earned these creases. I can hold a dime in the crease of my forehead.
I
don't
have
even
nothing to talk about.
I'm just saying. I'm proud that I can hold, currency in my
I go
face.
two-tone. I pull it down on my eyes. Look all rapper. What's up?
No, listen. These are expression lines. I don't like those people all Botoxed up and they look like they're.
Don't you work at a dermatologist place?
Yeah.
I work at a dermatologist. I don't know
Can't
about a
they put-
dermatologist. Is that somebody that's in
They
like?
do though. That's
I
what.
Dharma and Greg?
like your lines. I think it's character.
It is though. Look, you look at people like Christopher
Joan
Walken.
Rivers.
He's got a burly face.
Yeah.
Dennis Hopper's face.
Shar-Pei dogs. They've got like wrinkly faces, but everyone loves them.
Well, they do love him. I don't know how much personality they have. I've never owned one, but yeah, I guess. Well, I'm just saying that some people. You're young yet. You will get maybe. I don't know.
I have a little bit of wrinkles.
I don't think so. She's feeling.
I know.
Here somewhere. I will find the wrinkles.
Oh my-
Do you do cosmetic stuff? Do you go to the dermatologist on a regular basis and have your skin checked? And
No, I don't have a bunch of money.
do you have health
I
insurance?
don't know.
You
I don't
no.
have health
Why
insurance.
didn't you get Obamacare yet? You were supposed to get that.
because it's really expensive.
Well, that's that. Wow. So basically, thanks Republicans for screwing that over.
Well, but here's the thing about that. I got a consultant to help me out with that whole thing, and he said, "Listen, you either get the health care or you pay the fine at the end of the year, which is $85. Which one are you gonna do?" I'm like, "Yeah,
You
go
know
with the
how
$85 fine."
It
I
was
think
like
I'll go with that.
$180 a month for me to have health care. I'm like, no.
But don't you get tax credits then at the end of the year, so you get some of that back at least?
Yeah, but you said that to a normal person, they're like, "Oh,
I'm
yay!"
I know.
I'm an independent contractor, so like it's not like I'm paying in money to the government every month and
Oh,
I'm going to
geez,
get a
that's
big
good.
tax return.
So you do your
I
own
don't-
taxes. You take out money for your tax at the end of the year. You don't like. They don't
don't-
take them out automatically. Obviously, you're a business, right? You do it yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
How
I
much do you
don't-
pay in taxes a year being an independent contractor, if I may ask?
Disclose
that
your
much.
income.
Yeah, not the income, just how much you pay in taxes.
Not that much.
Couple grand?
No.
Not even that much.
No.
Damn. Just 'cause she's making
Well,
like-
because I say that, I bought this equipment and I did all these different things. And
you
plus
might not want to throw that out over the internet.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah,
do that.
bad
You
idea.
might want to say,
No,
I
but
just
I
say that.
did. I did buy
It didn't sound like that when you just said it.
Lightsabers don't count.
Hey, that is a weapon.
For what
Well, I buy
discipline?
like swords and different stuff for my students.
I've never seen any of these swords. Why don't you bring in your
I
sword
know.
collection?
We've
one? I
asked for
would
the
lo-
nunchucks, the
I would
swords,
love to see that.
the belts, so we can play choking games.
Would
no,
you-
that was me. Thinking
Would you
that.
come in and do you have nunchucks?
I have nunchucks.
Can you work them? Are you good at
Yeah.
it? Like, what do you mean when you say yeah? Do you know katas with them, or can you just catch it? Of course.
Yeah, who
You
does
do the
Dude.
thing where you whip it around and then catch it under your arm and go, hi-ya!
I can do that.
Everyone can do that.
Yeah, that's like the
I
first
can't.
thing you do. That's the first thing you learn when you have a nunchuck.
Really? I thought the first thing what you learn is that, hey, this hits me in the head a lot. that's pretty much all I learned. Like, whack! Oh, this is
No,
going to be
you
painful.
do the Bruce Lee thing where you tuck it underneath your arm and you snap it forward and then catch it back, right? Am I right, Tiffany?
Yes.
And then over the shoulder is always this one right here. Those
Yep.
are the two basic moves. I want to see
I
you do
show
it,
the
though.
kids the figure eights, and then I show them how to catch it under their arm and throw
How
it back.
effective is a figure eight, though? I mean, if you're in a fight and you start doing a figure eight, how
Well,
effective
if
is
you
it?
have like wooden nunchucks or metal nunchucks, and someone's coming at you with like
It might smart, though. Is it going to knock somebody out?
no, but it's like kind of a distraction tactic, and it makes them not want to hit you because they don't want to
That's
get
true.
hit by the. So it's kind of like a blocking thing, and then you're distracting them. All of a sudden, pow!
I was going to hit you until you started waving wood in my face. I don't want to hit you now. It's all wood in my face. All right, ring your bell.
It's an intimidation.
All right, check in. Report: FDA allowed antibiotics in animal feed despite human health risks. Check in. So this is where they've been putting like all the newest. We've been basically losing out. That's why antibiotics are so expensive now, because they give them to the animals first,
Yep.
in the hopes that like sick people will then pay more for the animals that have been given the antibiotics so they can get cured.
And the ironic thing is they're eating the antibiotics anyway. And if they ingest the beef and
I
the
know.
pork and the
And then, like, if you want to get cured of, like, because now I think it's working lupus, for one. The only way you can get antibiotics now is by eating pork liver, a special pork liver that's prescribed.
that's
That's
Check
true.
in! Researchers in Japan and at Harvard University have managed to turn adult cells back into flexible stem cells without changing their DNA.
Oh.
That's pretty cool because now
they
they
did
can
it
grow.
didn't they do it in a collider? I think they used a collider
They
to do
used a
that.
collider, and you know why? It's now they can grow basketballs because they're flexible.
Are you making a
Check in! The University of North Carolina failed some of its students for years by allowing them to take classes that did not match its own academic standards.
Oh, I remember
Check
this. Dude.
in,
I
yes.
remember reading about this. They were taking like classes that you could only use like in the Pacific Islands, like basket weaving Pacific Island classes and weird stuff, right?
And then failing them because they weren't from the Pacific Islands and had no intention to go there.
awful.
Is that correct?
Horrible.
That's awful.
It's terrible.
That's big college for you right there.
Yeah, but there's
college.
lots of colleges that do such like that. There was the college in Hawaii that would actually offer kayaking courses, and then take out life insurances on the students, and then send them out to die in the surf
for their final exam.
Yeah, the final exam was go out and die.
I'm not even gonna talk because
Check in. Mimi's Cafe in Columbia, Maryland, blasted on Reddit. Oh, that's boring. They passed a health inspection. Basically, some cafe in Columbia, Maryland. Today, somebody posted a picture of it on Reddit showing like all these filthy conditions and cockroaches and stuff.
Nice.
But it turned out it was a lie. It was actually a former employee who had been fired because he robbed the place in pantyhose. Like he basically was waiting a table, then threw down the plates, put pantyhose over his head, and started robbing the place.
Wow.
Yes.
That's called snapping. That's that show Snapped.
And then somehow in prison, he smuggled a phone into prison and managed to post fake pictures onto Reddit from that. Tiffany, you got anything to say about this?
You heard anything about that? Well, she's mad at you now, dude. She's
okay.
very angry at the bell.
I'm just not gonna be tricked.
Tricked into
real
what?
headlines.
We're reading the headlines
Yeah,
right
but you're
there.
trying to trick me, so when I say something, you start ringing the bell when you're making
I-
lies.
first of all-
Everything at the end of your stories have been lies. It's not
How do
even
you-
true stories.
We're reading it right off
The
Reddit.
beginning's true, and then you lie.
Check in. 191,000 Danes signed a petition to stop the sale of a public-owned energy company to Goldman Sachs. Now, this is the first time that this many dogs have gotten together to sign a petition. And it takes a lot more paper because Great Danes, they have such large paw prints, and that's the only way they can sign a petition.
Yeah. And you know what? They're clunky. They're not really eloquent. Their calligraphy is not for the Danes. They
Yeah, Great Danes. I mean, I love them. They're obviously politically aware dogs, but they're hell on petitions. If they could get more like Shar-Peis or even, what's Marty's dog? Bichons.
Ugh.
But they're horrible. Bichons are all Republicans.
Ugh.
I like
Bichons are all
Bichons.
Republicans.
Check in. 20-plus hour Atlanta traffic jam ongoing. People are abandoning their cars, sleeping in drugstores in not even 1 inch of snow. Check in.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, true story. I heard there were 940 confirmed accidents in Atlanta metro area by like 8 o'clock this morning.
You know what, though? That's all, not even an inch of snow. What? I mean, people in Vermont and New Hampshire must be looking at those people like, you pansy. Like, what is it? It's just below 30? What is it? Above? It doesn't start getting cold till you start getting to the minuses. Then it starts getting
It's
cold.
not so much cold. It's just like being able to navigate icy roads and not like smash into everything.
Sleeping in drugstores. Jesus. Yes, Tiffany. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
In places where it doesn't normally snow, that happens. Like when I lived in England before, they had not had snow for years and years, and all of a sudden when it snowed the first year, I remember we didn't have to go to work or anything, and I looked outside, it was sunny, and there was like this much snow out there. I'm like, seriously?
Well, but if they don't have the equipment ready to salt, because
they
in
don't
New
have the
England,
salt
when it starts to
things.
snow, the crews are out, baby.
Yeah.
It's on. The city's got the salters out and the scrapers, whatever the hell they're calling the snow plows or whatever.
And also, a lot of the people, that never even knew they had a snow allergy suddenly start having allergic reactions to the snow.
Yeah, they get asthma. They got to get their inhalers or puffers.
Yeah. No, because snow each snow crystal has a flake of dust in it, and it can really irritate some people because there's all that airborne dust.
I'm not Jake. You cannot lie to me.
Wow.
Wow. Okay.
Wow. She's
Check in. All right, that's check in. Thanks, ladies and gentlemen.
Very good.
I think it was a good check in.
That was perfect.
We covered a lot of news.
Jammed
You
it all
went
in
so
there.
fast, I barely heard it.
It's all right. We're recording.
Now, if you want to give us a call, 727-475-6139 is the number. You're listening to Double Special on YouTube via Wirecast. Big shout out to Travis Knight out there. Hope your podcast is going good. We did send Travis Knight 5 or 4 Isolated. We redid his intro for a show. You didn't know about this, Tiffany. We did this when you weren't around, behind your back.
We do so many things without you.
That's right. We were hanging out and laughing and connecting. And
This weekend I'm going to be banging Chris Weiss while you're not here. It's going to be awesome. Oh, wait, what?
Keep throwing that out there. Was it?
I'll be with Chris.
Yeah, so we'll bang.
All
All right,
right.
so there you go.
Double special.
All right, and I guarantee Tiffany's time is going to be better than Crystal's time.
Wow.
I'm just saying, dude.
Now it's a challenge.
I've heard things about
Yeah, right.
your.
I think you found my next stunt.
Are you talking about banging?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're going to have a banging contest?
Yeah, more banging
That's
contest.
funny.
All right, so Travis Knight, we sent you the ISOs of your new intros. You did a couple of good ones and then one kind of jokey one. Hope you enjoy them. Hope we get to hear them on your show.
Yeah.
This weekend I'm going to be at Snappers Comedy Club in Palm Harbor. Tiffany, you're going to be there, not working,
Yep.
just hanging out.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging
like
out.
last weekend I did.
You're there every weekend. You hang out at the comedy
Well,
club.
because I live right across the street.
When is your but there's a porn shop. Want to hang out there?
Yeah.
Hang out next door.
Why would I do
there are
that?
pizza,
I
they're
don't.
different places.
I'm not a porn star.
No, but you could laugh at people
I do
who come
comedy, so I go to a comedy place. If I was a porn star, I would go to a
When are you
porn
doing your
place.
show? You said you got a show coming up. Tell all the
I
people.
don't know. It's like in March.
Well, shouldn't you know the date?
I don't care. I'll find out.
Well, do you want people to come see you?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
People will come. If you build it, they will come.
Oh, well, jeez. Her show is like
I'm
I'm just an MC.
her
It's not
show
like
is
it
like
matters.
Woodstock, apparently.
How many?
I'm emceeing. It's not even my show. I'm just emceeing.
It's a show. You're doing
Yeah.
sets.
You're emceeing. You'll get a W-2 in the mail from it.
Yep.
I got
No,
one.
they don't. Do they give you?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
you
got
gotta
one.
sign the book, dude.
Yeah.
Well, I know, but I've never gotten a W-2 from them.
It's because you're blowing the owner.
Ew, no, I don't.
I'm kidding. I don't even know.
Wow,
It
dude.
came
Why
from
did that? Yeah, where did
it
that
came
even
from a
come from?
deep,
That was
dark
really
chauvinist place.
God.
I don't know.
That was hatred, man.
All right, so more hatred. Oscar nominations coming up. Tiffany, do you follow the movies and the Oscars? Lots of girls do, right?
No, I remember last year. Did Jennifer Lawrence win? I didn't even know she was.
You're
I thought she
asking
was.
me
I thought
who
she
won
was the
last
girl
year?
on Dexter that played the sister. What's her name? Jennifer something.
Dee Dee. No, Dee Dee from
Wasn't
Dexter's
it-
Laboratory.
But
Is that what we're talking
I
about?
thought her name was
Oh.
Jennifer something. So I thought she was the one that won an Oscar last year. But she
Crystal,
wasn't.
you like to follow the Oscars, right? The nominations and everything. You like watching award shows and stuff like that.
I do. I haven't watched the Oscars yet, but I know who the winners.
I don't know who anybody is, and I don't know what the movies are.
All
So
right, we'll
this
talk
will be
about
interesting.
we'll talk about it in a second. But first on the phone, we got Big Chief. You want to give him an intro? And
Big Chief Marty Hoffman. State your name and purpose.
Just calling to see if you're doing a food thing tonight.
I have the list of food things. We were talking about Oscar nominations. I didn't actually put it on the list because I had forgotten that I got it. We actually forgot the last time you called that you even mentioned it. But I do have. Do you want me to do it now? I'll just do it now.
Well, I mean, you'd have to have the food.
Oh no, we're not doing the stunt right now. We'll do the stunt next week.
We
I'll
got to
get the
announce
food.
it.
I got the list.
Okay, yeah, okay. Well, that's cool. That's all
Well,
got.
you
That's
are a
cool.
pushy little bitch, aren't you?
I know.
Jesus.
Where's our Lego video,
No, I-
monster?
You should do it when I'm not here. This eating thing.
All right, wait. There you go. All right, I'll bring it up right now.
No.
All right, so we got Marty Hoffman on the phone, Big Chief. We were talking a couple weeks ago about weird things that we eat when we were a kid and everything, and we were trying to think of a new stunt that it doesn't piss everybody
I
off.
still eat all of my stuff that I used to eat when I was
Well, you
little.
can add to this list.
Tiffany's
Okay,
dinner tonight is one yoo-hoo. Just so.
all right, so I got the list here. All right, I was like,
Exhibit A.
okay, guys. I got the list here, and this is the stuff that Marty ate that was weird as he was a kid, when he was a kid, rather. So I'll go ahead and read them off. First one is peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwich, which I've heard before, but I just
Yeah,
What
I
is that?
thought of
Mayonnaise?
Yep.
Ew.
Yeah.
Why would
Well, it's
you
not
do
even
that?
mayonnaise.
It's Miracle Whip. It's
Yeah.
Miracle Whip,
Yeah.
not mayonnaise.
Right.
Peanut butter and Miracle Whip.
What is Miracle Whip exactly?
Fake mayo.
It's mayonnaise.
It's a salad dressing.
Yeah, no, I know that, dude. What's in it?
It's white.
Hydrogenated vegetable oil.
What did Marty say?
Well, I know. Like mayonnaise is like eggs and whatnot, and just like.
All right, you don't know. Okay,
some
that's fine. You
horrible
don't know.
concoction of something that's.
No,
you leave,
mayonnaise is eggs and it's got some oil. Okay, anyway, so peanut butter sandwich and Miracle. I'm sorry, peanut butter and Miracle Whip sandwich. The second one is
Nope.
again peanut butter and grape jelly sandwich dipped in tomato soup.
Ew.
Yeah,
What in
yeah.
the world is wrong with
Was it
you?
at
Were
least-
you retarded?
Yeah.
Oh, that hurts coming from Tiffany.
Well, how old were you when you were eating the peanut butter and grape jelly sandwich?
Was it
dipped-
at least toasted, or was
Now-
it just like on cheap Wonder Bread?
I have a question.
Hold on, wait. One question at a time, Marty.
Cheap Wonder Bread. Cheap Wonder Bread.
Oh, you sick.
And I was probably 6.
Okay.
7.
All right, Tiffany.
All right, here's my question. Now, did you eat this all the time, or was this just something you thought would be funny to do? Was this like your favorite childhood
No,
stuff,
this
or are you
is
just making up stuff?
This is stuff that I would eat all the time.
Ugh.
Okay.
Was this just like being really poor and that's all you had?
Well, I mean, part of it. I mean, there's it's creamy peanut butter. Don't try to get that chunky peanut butter.
All right.
Crunchy stuff.
No,
it's
I
creamy.
don't think that's going to make a difference in how that tastes.
All right, here we go. Here's now. I'm confused. I'm confused about the next one. You put the spoonful of NES, which is Nestle's Quick, and then you put
Yeah.
comma drink dill pickle juice. Are you talking with the Quick or separately?
No.
Oh.
No. It's a spoonful of Nestle's Quick.
All right.
So just take a spoonful, just dip it into that powdered Quick, and just eat a
Dude, you
spoonful
are-
of powdered Quick.
You were one lonely child.
Wait,
what the hell
and
are
then you
doing?
wash it down with pickle juice?
No. The pickle juice, you probably want to do that at the end.
All right.
Why would you do that at all? How do they mix together? Does that like create some kind of flavor?
No, they don't,
I'm
they don't mix.
intrigued.
There's no mixing. There's no mixing of these things.
Yeah,
Why
don't
These
mix
are-
it. All
You're
right.
going to probably want to have some water to clear your palate after each one.
It'll be dill pickle juice. All right, the last one is saltine cracker and sugar in milk to make cereal, which is good God, man. That is that's some depression era.
Oh my God,
like
dude.
like in a cartoon where you see a guy boiling a shoe for soup.
That's the hobo at the diner nursing a cup of coffee and crumbling crackers into it just to try and make a porridge.
porridge. Oh my God.
As I remember, that one will be, especially if you use a lot of sugar, that will be surprisingly good until it gets soggy, which happens quickly.
Yeah, they're saltines, dude. Okay, so those
Did you ever try the popcorn and milk cereal?
No,
Yeah,
never tried that.
my mom made us eat that sometimes.
popcorn
And milk. Yeah, she's like, it's pioneers. They used to eat popcorn like cereal. Oh, it's gross as hell.
pioneers? Yeah, because as soon as popcorn hits moisture, it just shrivels up to a kernel. There's not really.
Yeah, oh, it doesn't go well.
Dude,
Yeah.
I thought you came from a rich family. What the hell? Your mom was like crazy cat rich lady.
She was all into the pioneer days.
But nobody ate popcorn in the pie. What proof did she have that actually?
I have no idea.
I would Google that to see if that's.
But she
actually
also taught us to put Parmesan on it, which is really good.
Well, okay, that's different. All right, Marty. So we got your list. Then we'll add to Tiffany. You got a couple weird ones. What was weird when you ate?
Nothing.
You said I ate weird stuff when I was a kid.
No, I just ate stuff.
Like when
Like,
I just
don't know,
ate
like
stuff.
hamburger helper and macaroni and cheese. I thought he was gonna give us like normal things.
I said weird.
I thought
the
you
word
said
weird.
childhood things.
They are. They're weird things that
Who
like
eats weird things?
Elvis.
Yeah.
Peanut butter and
Oh,
banana
I
sandwich?
love peanut butter and banana sandwiches.
Yeah, you strike
Do
me
you
as an
fry them?
Elvis. sort
What
of
about
guy.
bacon on them? Would you do that?
No, I don't eat bacon.
All
You
right,
eat meat
Marty.
now.
No, I don't eat pigs.
Okay, stop. All right,
What
Marty.
about turkey bacon?
Stop. Stop.
Ah!
Stop. All right, Marty. So we'll get together those things, and if you can think of any other ones, I don't know. Maybe Charisse is from the South. I bet you she ate some weird stuff when she was a kid.
Oh, tell Marty about what he was doing at your refrigerator the other night.
Oh,
'cause
that's right.
Yeah.
Well, I forgot that was on there. Marty, just jump right in the middle of that without any
Well, you were about to
something-
like dismiss him, and I thought that I remembered
No, I
it all
was
of a
not.
sudden.
I'm not done
Well,
with
we're
Marty.
still talking about food and such.
All
Now
right.
it like reminded me.
Marty, we were having the meeting last night, and we started talking about just weird things that we do in our lives. And I totally forgot that this happened when you were here, and I think I feel the need to tell you. I did tell Jordan while you were here, so I kind of have proof. I told you about this like while he was here.
Yeah, you mentioned it. It was such a weird weekend, but yeah.
As you know, as everybody knows, Marty stayed at my house for about a week. You were here at the house, and one night, like late at night, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I heard like some noise, like some, I don't know, like walking. I didn't know what it was, and I knew you guys were back here, but I just want to make sure that you guys could see. So I came out, and you were standing in front of the refrigerator. I'm sorry, dude, to say this, but no clothes on at all, butt naked,
Ew, that
with
would be
the
so gross.
with the refrigerator door open.
That's so weird too, because you walk out and there's like you get him from the wrong angle. You're not even sure if he's naked, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you peek around and the light hits the wrong thing. It's like it dangles.
Yeah, but
It dangles.
in the refrigerator light, it was like I had
That
like an
could've-
ET moment. It was like a gray standing there in my
Why
kitchen.
were you naked? Don't you know there's like
Well, here's
Jake
the-
walking around and poor
But
Crystal?
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. I think Marty, dude, do you sleepwalk?
Naked?
Okay, first of all, Chris,
Yes.
that never happened.
How do you know
Were
it
you
never happened?
dreaming it?
That was a dream that you had.
No.
I would
No.
never walk around somebody else's house naked.
Dude, I
didn't
called
get naked at your house at all.
I called Jordan Well, maybe that you didn't know. You fell asleep, dude. That's what sleepwalking is. How do you know what you do when you're
You should have
sleepwalking?
recorded
Well,
it.
I wouldn't be naked in my sleep in your house.
If
I
you
would be
took-
wearing like shorts
You
Well, if
probably
you're-
sleep
and a
undressed.
t-shirt.
Well, but if you're up moving about, maybe at one point you thought you were going to get in the shower and you thought it was in the refrigerator. I don't know.
What was he getting out of the fridge again? Was he looking for
wasn't
Mountain Dew or
nothing. He was just standing there. He wasn't getting
Oh.
anything. He was just standing there.
Oh, are you guys being
Yeah,
leprechaun?
that is old people delusion. There is no way I would have been naked roaming around your house.
Do
like I
you-
said, even if I was sleepwalking, which
Do-
I have
all right.
never been reported to do.
What do you mean? Well, hold up, back up. You said you'd never been reported to do that, so you don't know for sure if you sleepwalk. Do you or do you not sleepwalk?
I heard you moving around like a lot at night when we were roommates because you
See?
would sometimes you would be like in the middle of the night and I just hear thumping around and I like Marty, what's up? And like,
Yeah, they
and you
nonsensical.
Just, yeah, and then you just disappear back in your room. Like I wouldn't even get out to look at you because I just can't deal with it.
he was
But-
probably naked.
possibly, but he used to walk around in his underwear all the time.
Well,
anyway,
let him
so-
talk. Marty,
Yeah, that never happened. I've never had anybody say that I sleepwalk.
I don't know, man. It can
And
happen.
if I was sleepwalking, I wouldn't know.
Exactly.
But you would think I would wake up in a weird spot or something if I was sleepwalking.
a weird spot.
Why?
Like you would think I would wake up and be like, wait, I'm in the bathroom for no apparent reason. How did I get here? You'd think something like that would happen.
He because all he knows is about from the movies.
Well-
Like he thinks it would be altered states, and he'd wake
Sure.
up in the wolf pit or something. No, dude.
Charisse
You walk
would
around
tell
and you
him.
go back to bed.
Wow, what a reference.
All right. Well,
Charisse would tell him.
I would not. Look, I know when I have a dream or not, and that was real. You were there, and I didn't wake you. I just kind of went, okie dokie, and I thought maybe you went out and had some drinks because, listen, when I lived in Connecticut, I lived in a house, and my roommate's boyfriend came back. He was going to University of Vermont or some Goddard College. I don't know,
Is
some
this
beatnik college.
Who you London bridged with?
No, it's not.
Totally different.
Let's
guy.
let that go. Yeah, totally different guy. He came. He was there, and I woke up and I heard him downstairs, and he was pissing in the fireplace. I mean, he thought he was drunk. He didn't know where he's. Did you get a couple of like
Bitch pops.
yeah?
Yeah, never happened.
All right,
All right, Marty.
You dreamed that.
okay.
You dreamed that.
He's like drifting away, man.
I know.
You have dreamed about me naked in your house.
Well, it's not like I saw any details. It's like one of those flash things. You see somebody blurry naked, and then you go, "Oh crap!" It's not like oh look,
Yeah, geez, dude.
Marty's naked. And look at the curvature of his hips. It's not like that,
How was the curvature?
dude. Slanky.
Slanky.
I told you he was a gray man. He was like,
I imagine it'd be like that movie. Remember Mac and Me? Those aliens.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I imagine.
all right.
I could possibly have thought because I had they're like boxer shorts, but they're like shorts. They're just kind of shorter.
I can't hear you. You're well, you got your
wearing-
phone in your pants, dude.
Oh, I could have worn those and gone to your thing, but there would be no way that I'd be naked. going
No,
to your-
unless you undressed in your sleep. Then there is a way you would be naked.
Yeah, honestly.
I did not. I don't undress in my sleep.
Plenty of people do. They sleepwalk. They get undressed. They
You never
got in
do
their
that? Like,
cars.
I can
Yeah,
never
I
keep.
just not want to go to people. I am a very sound sleeper.
He's full of crap.
Yeah, I
and
think you
do
walk
not
naked.
sleepwalk.
You're
I
hiding
don't
You do,
move
but Marty,
around with that thing.
it can totally happen, especially when you're in an unfamiliar situation, which you were. I mean, you're like staying in another place for a week,
on a
unfamiliar
crappy
situation.
couch.
Yeah, that's totally going to lead to it, even if you're not entirely prone to it.
Yeah, you drove across the country for God's sakes, all tired and stressed out. Listen, I'm not saying it's a bad thing. You weren't doing anything bad, but
It's like maybe you like went to take a pee and then just like fell asleep afterwards, like while you're still standing up. I've done that. You never like kind of nodded off while you're taking a pee in the middle of the night. It's like, ugh. And maybe you just didn't wake back up. You just started wandering around, like started going for Mountain Dew in your sleep.
Yeah, it didn't happen.
okay, all right, dude.
Well, the internet will be the judge. Chime in on Twitter.
Please, if you have video, put it up.
We'll
Let's put
make
the
video.
video up.
No, opinion is all that matters. So chime
so
in. Yeah.
It's so true. All right, Marty. Well, listen, we'll get the food items. We'll try to add some more to the list.
We'll
and
dig
in
out
next,
the videos.
Yeah, in like the next week or two, we'll do the food challenge because I know you want to see that, right?
All right. Yes, definitely. That'll be awesome to watch you guys do that.
All right, lover.
All right, baby.
All right. Have a great show, guys.
All right, there you go.
Big Chief Marty Hoffman, ladies and gentlemen, live from Comedy College Station, Texas.
Tiffany is like, what is happening this evening?
Yeah.
There's all kinds of like invalid opinions and
Yeah.
untruths, and she's throwing leprechauns.
know.
I was right about.
Don't know
We
what
don't
you're
know.
talking
We
about.
don't know what you're talking about. Anything.
All right.
Leprechaun.
That's right, Leprechaun. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the Oscar thing. 727-475-6139 is the number. Give us a couple minutes. We're going to go through this and then call in if you want to talk to us. Oscar nominations. Jordan, you saw a few of these movies.
One or two.
Oh,
And you're...
Actually, one.
Yes, Tiffany?
I saw 2 of them.
All right, which movies did you see? Well, first of all, before you tell us, go ahead. And,
I didn't have to pay for either.
Just tell us the
The
best
nominees
pictures.
for Best Picture are
right.
American Hustle, Nebraska, Captain Phillips,
I saw that.
Philomena,
Don't know.
Dallas Buyers Club, 12 Years a Slave, Gravity,
I've heard,
and The Wolf of Wall Street.
Okay.
so I've heard of 2 of those, and I've watched 2 of those.
Which
So
ones did you see?
I saw Captain Phillips and Gravity. I've never even heard of the other ones.
Never heard of any of the other ones?
No.
Wow.
Are they popular? Oh, I've heard of American Hustle.
Okay.
And The Wolf of Wall Street, but that's it.
No, you didn't hear Gravity because they pumped.
No, I watched Gravity.
Okay, so you saw that one. Scroll down. Those are actually all of them.
That's
just,
it.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Oh, no, wait.
They sound
Her.
boring.
Oh, Her.
Don't
Spike
they-
Jonze's film with
Yeah.
what's his face?
Is the requirement to be boring?
No,
they're
a lot
not
of these
all
films
of
are
them.
good.
Yeah, Wolf of Wall Street. That's the only one I saw. That was pretty decent.
Martin Scorsese film, Leonardo DiCaprio, great film.
Plenty of. There's so much like nakedness and wieners in that. Like so unexpected. Like you like it's like Goodfellas. Yeah, it was kind of dirty. They said a lot of dirty words, but this goes whoa.
Yeah, no, it was debaucherous, and
Yeah.
and apparently I saw an interview with the real guy, Wolf of Wall Street. What was the guy's name?
Jordan Belfort.
That's right, Jordan Belfort.
That was another part of that movie. Like everyone's telling my name the whole movie.
You like that, did you?
Yeah.
Is it about? So it's about like businesses and
Well,
stuff.
you tell us what you. Okay, what do you think it's about? You know Jordan.
Okay,
Belfort?
so it's not a werewolf movie.
It is not a werewolf movie.
Uh,
How lame would that be? The werewolf movie that kills people on Wall Street.
Although a sequel.
I mean, I know it. Okay, so I guess the guy is kind of like a wolf, and so he's like a very like he's like a big businessman on Wall Street,
Okay.
and that's what it's about. He's very
In a nutshell, yeah.
like deceitful and like annoying
Jordan
and
Belfort-
douchebaggy.
Jordan Belfort actually made a lot of money on Wall Street, started in penny stocks, got his firm huge, and then eventually got busted and sent to jail for fraud.
Yeah, 'cause insider trading. Yeah.
So it's like the opposite of the Pursuit of Happiness.
But what he's talking about is when he was in the height of his money making, they were doing drugs, they had hookers. I mean, it was just crazy. And actually,
Yeah.
like I said, Jordan Belfort said, it was kind of like that. I mean, he kind of captured the frenzy. But he goes, it was like a 2-year period. Where it was like that. It wasn't like that all the time, but there was definitely a peak.
yeah, but there was a lot of on-screen banging in that movie.
There was, dude. It was a great movie. I saw Gravity, Wolf, 12 Years a Slave, Dallas Buyers Club.
wow, you watch a lot of movies.
Jordan
Oh.
has turned me on to a few places where I
Now-
can do that.
Her looks familiar.
Movie
Is this the
theaters.
one where he's like talking to his phone? Like he's like in love with his
Her,
phone?
yes, her
Wow,
is.
how gay. And that's going up for an Oscar? That's ridiculous.
But the premise is gay, but you didn't see the movie, so maybe the
I'm
movie has
not-
an interesting
well,
message.
you think the trailer usually shows like the best parts.
The best parts? You mean like the explosions
He's like,
and the
oh
fights?
my God, phone, I love you so much.
This
And-
is why
Yeah.
I find it interesting about we got into this discussion about Dallas Buyers Club. If you did not see
What's that?
Dallas Buyers Club is another true story adapted for the screen
Mm-hmm.
about a guy who got AIDS. He was a rodeo guy, and he did.
But a rodeo electrician, not a
rodeo-
clown. I already
No,
did
he
that this
actually
discussion.
rode in the rodeo.
Oh,
Yeah, he did ride in the rodeo.
but he
Like
didn't
a,
clown.
But he was an
on a
electrician.
bull?
Yeah.
Oh, wait, are
Horses and
bulls
bulls.
for rodeos?
Yeah.
Horses.
Both.
Yeah, horses, both.
and sheep.
And
They torture all animals.
calves.
Okay, so
Anyway, so he gets AIDS, not from being gay, from having sex with IV drug users. So he gets kind of
Gay
thrust
sex.
into the world. And this is right when AIDS was really
who's
starting
in
to...
it?
Let me finish for a second,
It's
please.
getting boring.
No, okay.
Just tell her it's Matthew McConaughey.
It's Matthew McConaughey.
I don't like Matthew McConaughey.
At all? In anything?
I mean, I'm sure he's a nice person. I don't know.
How do you
him.
know he's a... What does that have to do with
I'm
his
just
acting?
saying, why would that turn me on to watching it?
Because he's a good-looking
You
dude.
just you just
no, he's
like
not
him.
attractive at all.
He isn't?
No.
It's like I just like Jonah Hill.
Crystal.
Man. I understand that.
Do you think Matthew McConaughey is attractive?
In this movie, absolutely
No, but just
not.
in general,
But
not in
yeah,
this movie.
Oh yeah, in general, he's a
No.
hottie. He's like up there with Bradley
It's like
Cooper
asking,
for
do you
sure.
think Christian Bale's hot
I don't
in
think
The
Bradley
Machinist?
Cooper's cute.
Yeah, Tiffany's not into
Bradley
the blonde hair, blue
Cooper's
eyes.
eyes are too close together, and so are Ryan Reynolds.
You know what bugs me about Bradley Cooper? He looks too much like
cute.
Seth Green.
No,
He's
he
like
does
buffed
not.
out Seth Green.
Oh
it's just
my
something
God.
weird.
Oh,
Who's Seth
Green?
Green? Oh, is he the guy that's on Austin Powers that plays
Yes.
his son?
Pull up that Skype.
He
in front
does
so we
not
can
look
see.
He does
anything
not
like
look
him.
like him. You're silly.
Nothing.
In the
Anyway,
A-Team, when he had the stubble, he looks like Seth
well,
Green.
this is what I'm saying. She's going typically, but just based on a few words about the movie, you decided whether you would watch. I don't know. I get a little more curious now. But anyway,
Movies are too expensive. I won't go watch something that sounds boring.
We can help you with
Something
that.
called Dallas Buyers Club sounds boring. I don't want to go pay.
what
was
is your
actually
idea of like an unboring movie? What do you need in your movie to
I
make
have
where
no
you leave going? That was a damn good movie.
I don't know.
No,
So,
honestly.
Is a title ever sold you on a movie?
Well, I was really excited about watching Anchorman 2, but then the fight
Well,
scene at
okay.
the end was very dragged out.
Or what about just a movie that you would like 12 Years a Slave? Would you watch that?
Nope, sounds boring.
Boring.
Is it about a slave?
Okay, again.
Yes.
When you say
a black guy?
And when you say boring, what is it lacking that would keep your attention for an hour and a half to 2 hours? What would you think it'd be lacking? Action or comedy
Ferrell.
or Will? So you're
I'm
only
joking,
doing
I
Will
don't know.
Ferrell? Oh my
Vince
God!
Vaughn.
I'm gonna stab you right now.
Okay.
All right. So American Hustle, Captain Phillips, which I did not see. Crystal saw that.
Yeah, you saw Captain
Yeah.
Phillip. What do you think of that?
I thought it was okay.
I
the,
saw it.
The pirate dude was really good.
The pirate dude.
Yeah, the black pirate dude. He was really good.
I am the
Really?
pirate dude. I'm here
Yeah,
to be
he
a
won
pirate.
like a Critics'
I
Choice
don't-
Award.
Were
And
any
he
of the-
won an Oscar, but like Tom
well-
Hanks, not that impressed with his acting. It's the same thing.
All right.
he's
Well,
been
let me
doing.
ask you this, Crystal, because that brings up a good point. Hold on, Tiffany. I'm going to get to you in a second. What is it about his acting where you were like, that I didn't like his? It didn't do it for me. What is it about the acting?
For Tom Hanks?
Yeah.
Well, there was just no range. It's the same thing he's been doing. I mean, like, who cares, dude?
Yeah,
Like,
since Bosom Buddies, he just throws on a dress and, and it's
I know,
like
right?
God, you know.
And then all of a sudden he's a teacher who's at war, and then he
Meanwhile,
becomes.
Peter Scolari, who's got range, is getting nowhere.
I'm just saying, play a role other than where you're the victim, like the terminal and like.
All right, that's a valid point. That's a valid
I'm
point.
just
What
saying.
was it about the pirate dude's acting which made you be like, yeah, that's acting?
I don't, because I couldn't understand him. No, I'm just
What?
kidding.
He was brown
No,
and
he was-
scary. He did a really good job.
He made me afraid of brown people. Are you? What?
No,
what?
he didn't have a lot of words, but you could tell there's a range of emotion in his character. Like he was the leader, but he really wasn't. This other guy was, and he
Okay.
was scared of him.
He
and
was
so
like
there
a water
something.
terrorist. You could
And
tell because he
kind
was
of
brown.
Felt bad. No, you could tell
All
he
right.
felt bad for Tom Hanks's character. Do this
All right, so that leads me to my next question for you because we both watched Dallas Buyers Club, and the opposite, the supporting role in that movie was played by Jared Leto, and if you remember him,
Oh, I know.
Jared
I
Leto.
thought it was Jared Leto.
Leto, whatever.
No, Leto.
I think it's Leto.
I don't know. It's Leto. I'm pretty sure.
I thought it was Leto. Like Leto, my ego.
So Crystal watches the same movie as me, and she feels like Jared Leto had a few scenes in the movie, not a lot of scenes, a few scenes. Matthew McConaughey didn't do as well a job. She didn't believe Matthew, and now Matthew McConaughey went from like straight rodeo guy, who was like pissed off that they insinuated that he was gay because he had AIDS, to sympathizing with the gay movement and the gay community, and then helping them get drugs that they couldn't get available anywhere else. I thought huge range. You thought nothing. Jared Leto, who acted like a girl for most of it, which
Isn't this weird? They're having like a fight over who they crushed on in the movie.
It sounds boring.
All right, on the
movie.
phone. On the phone, we got Jason Kraynek calling in from Chicago. What's up, Jay? How are you?
Are you talking about that new movie?
Dallas Buyers Club.
I've seen the previews. I didn't see it.
Yeah, I
Any
mean,
good?
well, I enjoyed the movie. It's pretty hard. It's deep, dark subject matter, but I like Matthew McConaughey. And Matthew McConaughey lost so much weight. Both of them did for this role, but Matthew. I don't know, I thought he
That's
did
an Oscar right there.
I know it's not losing weight. Again,
Oh wait, is the movie about drugs?
huge range of emotions from Matthew McConaughey as he battled AIDS and then ultimately died.
It is
Oh,
about
he has
drugs,
AIDS.
but it's not good drugs.
Oh,
It's
he
like,
got AIDS from. That's the movie you're talking about, where the guy gets AIDS from drugs.
From having sex with IV drug users. He didn't use drugs. He wasn't a drug
yeah,
addict.
you don't get AIDS. Doesn't come in a drug.
Why did he? Oh, he lost weight because he had AIDS.
Jason, how are you, sir? Are you watching this on YouTube? Is the feed okay? Are we doing all right?
Oh no, I didn't know if you guys are back up on YouTube. I know I tried to call last week, but
We're hoping we are.
I didn't know if you guys were back on.
We're
Are
streaming
you
it.
guys working on?
What's that?
Is it working now?
It seems to be working, yeah. It says stream status is good, everything's good, health is good. We've been on for 38 minutes, and everything's going on the preview down there. If you look at the preview screen.
No, I'm not doing that.
Oh, he's afraid to scroll down to
I'm
the...
afraid to start up a different YouTube player.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't touch the computer. Don't touch it.
We did tweet out the link, so it's on Twitter.
And
Hold on, Crystal.
And Pat is watching it, and she said it's good. And Travis tweeted me, and he said it's a good feed.
Sweet,
so.
perfect. All right, excellent. So we got it all up. Jason in Chicago joins us. Jason is a former hooligan, still hooligan. I don't know what to call you.
In transit. Speaking of, I wanted to call you guys last week because I listened to your archive show, and I missed that whole era, that whole talk radio thing.
Yeah, that was right after we kicked you out of the group, and then we went on to radio.
You're bastards.
Yeah. No, you moved.
One radio. No.
You're good.
Really good stuff, though. I liked it. I never heard any of those shows, really. I knew you guys were doing stuff, but I knew you guys were doing stuff after the fact, but I don't think there was internet feeds of radio shows back in 2000.
Right. Well, what you're talking about is our show.
2006.
Yeah, what you're talking about is our show called Comedy Zone Live, and we did that on Tan Talk. It was a local station where you basically pay to play, right, Jordan?
Yeah, but we got somebody to pay for us. Which is
We
nice.
got a sponsor from a local comedy club, the Comedy Zone, which was here in Palm Harbor, and they're a national chain, still in existence. And it was an hour show each week, and you could go on their website and listen live. There was no video at the time.
There was a webcam, but it wasn't like...
Yeah, it was crappy.
Yeah.
At that time, it was nothing. And we had
Compared to
David
this
Perlow in the
webcam.
studio at one point. We had Sarah Wilcox in the studio. Marty Hoffman was actually in the studio. Jordan. We had regular callers.
Brad would show up sometimes.
What's that?
Wasn't Brad there?
Brad Weeksauce came in a couple of times. We had guests throughout. Lou Angel Wolf popped in. We had regular callers. We had Giveaway Rob, this guy that called in all the time and just asked for tickets. This guy, nicest guy ever, but every week, can I get free tickets?
Ronald McDonald came by.
But then he would never show. We never saw him at the club ever. I was there every week working, and the dude never showed up.
Oh, we offered to send a taxi for him, and he talked his way out of it and crap.
Yeah, he wanted Sarah to pick him up.
Yeah, he wanted to get going with Sarah. And then we had Charlie Can, who was actually a friend of Lou Angel, who used to call in and just get Jordan's blood boiling.
Yeah, he was kind of like a douchey.
Oh, my God.
New Yorker.
We could pull up, if I could pull up iTunes, we could pull up. Next week, we'll try it. If we go live, we can pull up all the audio. It should play perfectly and play one of Jordan's phone calls, and he was a lot of fun.
Put it in the foo bar.
So you like the show, and I'm sorry that I don't know how you would have. I don't know how you what sort of dynamic you would have had if you were here and in the studio. Do you think Jason? I don't know if Jason. Have you done radio? Have you done I don't know.
He's on our.
I think the only radio I've done is the one time we did it with the. I know we did it Hooligans once with the two lesbians.
The two lesbians.
And we had Sticky.
The two lesbians. He says. You can't be sure of that.
That's all I remember about that show.
You never saw them in any.
That's all I remember.
You never saw them in any lesbian positions or compromising situations. They were just butchy gals.
The dare goes off.
Susan Willette was the one girl's name.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Name
Well,
like
that's the
Willette?
only one I remember.
Yeah, she looked like an extra in Stand By Me. She was like one of the boy gang that didn't make the trip.
What?
I think it takes a certain thing to do radio, though. I think it takes a certain. I realize that I'm not necessarily the on the phone caller radio interesting on the radio. I'm more interesting, I guess, if I was in the studio.
Well, what do you think about the old show versus this show? I mean, obviously we can't get that vibe back because we need David and Sarah, and we have to kick Tiffany out to put Sarah in. No, I'm kidding. And that would be awkward for all of us.
Really, it was very high energy. Very. It wasn't as slapsticky as like a morning talk show type thing, but the energy remained really high. I think the interaction with everybody was.
And now this show. What do you
Positive.
think of this show?
Gosh, you gotta put him on the spot.
Certainly.
Yeah, I know. Does it seem like it?
Well, this one's definitely more bitter against each other, I think.
Is it because Chris is older?
It's bitter. I'm not bitter. I try to stay positive. I'm very bitter, but we do squabble
He had
a little
hope
bit.
before.
There is
Chris used to have hope, and now,
This is about you and me now.
And then
This is
it
what it's coming
died.
down to.
No, it's not. It's
now
not.
he's
Yeah.
just bitter and angry.
It was a different vibe back then. The Hooligans were still together. We were still
Yeah.
doing improv shows. We were still involved in the comedy club thing, and we were all. I don't know. It was different, dude. Now it's a whole
It's a
different.
different. Well, we had like a pleasant room to work in instead of like somebody's back hovel.
This is a back. This is a pleasant room.
You know, it was nicely decorated, and there was a bathroom, and
Oh my God! Yeah, my bathroom's been removed from the house, Jason. We decided when we do the podcast, no bathroom.
it's really you have to go pee in the yard here now.
Mm-hmm.
That's why Marty was sleepwalking naked. He had to go outside to poop.
That I mean that might have something. I mean, I know from personal experience, doing something in a space that's a dedicated space as compared to, meeting at someone's house just for rehearsals or meetings or anything like that. I find that it's better for if I schedule something outside of my place where people just sit on the couch and go to sleep while I'm trying to talk to them.
So right now our budget includes squatting, so we're looking for new office space. We just gotta. It's tough getting the internet hookup.
Well, but here's the thing, though. Friday we're gonna go to. I told you I talked to Joe Davison. We're gonna go down to Red Gear Studios. Jordan, you've been invited. We're gonna go down and check out the studios on Friday after 1 o'clock.
Okay.
Joe said he'll be there, so we're gonna check it out. Maybe we can work something out where we use his space, or I don't know. We'll see what happens. He's got a studio. Which
We're gonna make you drive to Largo.
What's a Red Gear?
What's a
studio?
Red Gear Studio? You're gonna have to Google that on your phone.
No.
Wow.
That would be a great idea, though.
Yeah.
No.
She said flat out no, dude.
And what we want to do some like cool video stuff. We want to like do some pranky videos.
Right, and Joe actually said to me, I would like to shoot some sketches. I want to shoot some sketches with you guys. So I think it'd be good, positive all the way around.
That would be great.
Yeah, I think you
That
and
would
I
be
were.
great, yeah.
You were talking about that with me, but you're all the way in Chicago. You got this fancy camera. How much you pay for that camera, dude? Can you say?
The camera alone was $40,000.
Holy crap, dude! That's one of those red cameras that you were talking about, Jordan, like a year ago.
Like
Yeah.
years and years ago.
Yeah.
My idea was red
cameras.
cameras. They're awesome cameras. They're film quality, basically, but they're like 40 grand. Whereas renting a Panaflex, like an actual film camera for a movie, costs at least 200 grand just to rent it. So my idea is, hey, you could buy like 4 red cameras and throw them out of a plane and get awesome shots. Like, like whatever.
They're insured. You just go, well, I had him strapped, and then he banked, and that went whoop right out the window.
Yeah.
Well, I just got insurance, which is a whole cluster in itself right there. But yeah, I got insurance for all my gear and everything. So
Dude,
I feel a little bit safer now.
I'm so proud of you that you came from the Hooligans. Now you got your own photography, filmography thing. You've done lots of commercials and stuff. You got
He owns a camera that's worth more than all of my previous cars combined. All the cars I've ever owned don't add up to what his camera's worth, which is kind of sad.
I know it's a pisser, isn't it? And you're doing a lot of great work. You and Joe are out there busting your ass, but your stuff especially is like for me aesthetically pleasing. The photography and some of the video stuff. Jordan wasn't impressed by the food commercial. I liked it. I thought it was nice.
What are you talking about, Dick?
What was the
What
food
happened
commercial?
to being positive, dude?
I'm sorry.
God,
I just feel I don't know.
just throwing that out.
So I'm sorry.
I don't even remember the food commercial. I don't-
Well, one of my goals is definitely to try to get down there, and we all can work together on something this year. Next time we do a reunion, as long as it's not a week notice in advance, I'm going to get tickets this time.
Well, listen. Here's the thing. If you want to do the reunion thing and do improv with us, you tell me when you're going to be down here, and then I'll set it up afterwards. That's how it worked with Marty. Marty said, "Look, I'm going to be here on this date." And I went, "Well, let me see what's available."
Yeah, Daryl will be there no matter what.
Yep, he lives close by. Yep,
Yeah.
He
Well,
just-
Darren actually posted he's interested in doing another one as well.
that'd be great. All right, cool. We'll set it up.
all right. Sweet.
Yeah. Let's go from there.
Where can people check out your stuff? If they're listening, they want to check it online and just get a glimpse of what you're doing.
Website is jacenk.net.
Yeah, and everything's on there. Your demo reel, all your photos, everything. If you're here in town, would you do like a quick little photo shoot with Tiffany? Because that would be awesome. Tiffany, would you do a photo shoot? Get some new. Dude, I'm telling you, this guy can shoot the hell out of you.
Why?
To get photos, to get professional new
Why?
photo. Because he's a real photographer.
Well, yeah, but how come you're not getting pictures taken too?
Because
I feel
you're
like
a girl, and I
trying to trick me.
I thought a girl would jump at a chance.
Why don't we
like that.
get double special?
Yeah, I don't.
pictures taken?
That's what I'm asking.
I
I'm
don't
like,
want to hit him
why?
up because I thought it would be nice. Look,
Well,
yeah,
no, it would
'cause
be
I'm a
very.
perv,
It
and
would be no. It would be very nice. I thought you were playing a trick or something.
I think he wants
like,
it for a private collection.
Never mind, Jason.
Tiffany, would you mind
Well,
doing a
I'm just
photo
saying,
shoot, like where
why-
you stand on this mirror in a skirt? I would
I'm
really
just saying,
appreciate
why
that.
not all of us? That's all I really
I
meant.
can't get a straight answer out of her. I don't know. All right, Crystal and me is like, no, not me. Why?
I don't do pictures.
Why? You do
Because the
your very...
camera's not nice to me.
it reaches out and
You
smacks
always
you?
look good in pictures.
Yeah, the camera doesn't like me very much, and I don't like it.
Okay, well,
either.
listen, Jason is a professional. He has a relationship with his camera.
We can do the Red Hot Chili Peppers photo shoot.
Oh.
We'll just bring stock.
Oh.
That'd be awesome.
How's it going to work for the girls? That's going to be weird.
Glue.
It'll be 2 stocks.
What's
Two-
a red?
Oh.
What do you mean? I know what the band is, but I don't get how it's a photo shoot.
You'll learn. Don't worry. We'll get to it. Ladies and
We'll
gentlemen.
give you your wardrobe.
Yeah.
You figure it out.
No kidding. She'll be like, oh.
What?
And then she'll go, ew.
And then she'll go, no.
Yeah, but what?
All right.
That's where they put socks on their wieners.
Ew, really?
Yeah, you never seen the pictures of them with the socks on the wiener?
I can't remember such thing.
We were talking about Oscar noms. I'll ask you real quick. What movies did you see out of the Oscar stuff? Because you're a big movie critic. You like to slam movies pretty hard.
I think the only one I saw was Gravity
Yeah.
out of the Oscar ones.
Do you even think that movie should have been in there?
That's so stressful of a movie.
Yeah, but it's...
I mean, she's constantly. It's like Final Destination, except for its gravity.
From what I heard,
Final Destination.
like she's almost about to die, like every second. Like death misses her, then he tries again and again and again.
I've heard it's like a lock on cinematography. I haven't seen the movie myself,
It's-
but like,
listen, it's
does
amazing.
it deserve Best Picture nom?
No, I don't think so. I mean, visually,
You haven't
it's pretty
seen it.
amazing. Hold on, Crystal. Yes, you got to...
It won a Critics' Choice for Best Action, and I don't see really how that's an action flick.
Well, because she was...
Yeah, it was.
All right,
Really?
Jason, how do you feel about it?
That's another thing that's hilarious that it says anything about cinematography, because at the end of the movie, we watched all the credits, and they had, like, Steadicam and camera operators, and half of the thing is in CGI on a blue screen. There's no Steadicam or camera operators on that thing.
Well, there is for her being suspended in front of a green screen. I mean, she has
Yeah.
to move around. They got to shoot it. I mean, unless they're... You know what I mean? Like, they put all the stuff behind her, but she's still dangling somewhere.
Most of the shots were done on remote controlled crane cameras.
Okay.
There wasn't even a guy holding the camera.
Well,
It
there apparently
all
was.
Programmed.
If there wasn't, they gave him a
Yeah.
credit for nothing, didn't they? They gave him a credit for nothing. They're like, hey,
He showed up one.
yeah, they're like, he's like, listen, my name is Bob. I was on a Steadicam. We didn't have a Steadicam. Yeah, we had a Steadicam. Ask the director. He set it up.
Do you think robots will start
Come on,
directing movies?
I need 2 more points to get him in union. I just need 2. Just give me credit.
All right, Jason. Well, listen, we'll try to set it up. Let me know when you're ready to come down. We'll set it up and we'll get hooked up and we'll do a show, man. It'll be fun.
Sweet. Yeah.
All right, brother.
Well, good luck at your Red Gears trip. And hopefully that goes well. Let me know how it goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll take photos and we'll get in touch. We'll talk to you about it.
We're gonna be famous.
Sweet.
All right, dude.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, there you go, Jason. Kraynek.
Ladies and gentlemen, live from Chicago, Illinois, Jason Kraynek. Check him out at JACENK. What was it? .net.
.net.
All right, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, I like the food video. I mean,
I'm
it was
just
just
messing with you.
it wasn't like a funny video. It was just pretty standard, but it was just well shot.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Aesthetically, it was amazing.
Yeah. Why
Right.
did you say I didn't like it? Why would you even?
Because when I showed you, you were like,
Truce is off, bro.
You were, it's not a truce. I'm
It
sorry.
was.
You can't take. We're still going to take little jabs at each other. I just don't want to be.
Who's Jared and Matthew?
What? That we talked about that.
Yeah,
Jared
we
Leto.
already
Oh,
went
the actors?
Holy crap!
That's
really?
why we put it where you couldn't see it, and yet you're still looking. Look, I've got your picture up there. Look at the mirror. Look at the mirror.
right there.
That's what
right.
we're gonna have to do. We're gonna have to like treat her like a parakeet and just put like a stand-up mirror in front of her. Tiffany.
All right.
So what's the question? Who do you like better? I don't really care
No,
about
go back to
either.
the Oscar nom page. We'll go ahead. So we did the
Are we
best
still
films and
doing this?
everything. Yeah, I mean
Yeah,
we
are
were
we still
talking
doing
about.
it?
Yeah, we're still really. Yeah, let's finish it. We get the
I'm
best.
not even gonna watch the Oscars.
You're not gonna watch any of these.
I didn't
movies.
watch the Grammys. I didn't watch
watch
the.
the
I don't
movies.
participate in
All right.
the celebrity
Well,
stuff.
speaking of Oscars, we got another call. Let's see
Go
who
ahead.
this is.
Take the phone.
All right, caller, state your name and purpose, please. Welcome.
Well, hello, this is Chris, or Kaz the Comic, as you know.
Oh,
Mr. Kaz. You know, I was wondering about you today. We haven't heard from you in a while, and you've been posting like crazy on Facebook and throwing your political opinions out there and just basically out there with.
As soon as some northern twat calls you out, you're calling back into the show.
How are you, sir?
Yeah. I'm doing well, thank you. How about you guys?
Good. You sound like you're calling from inside of a toilet paper roll. That's what you.
Oh, do I? Oh, I have a bottle right next to me. That's probably why I sorry.
Now you're calling us from where? Where are you at now?
I'm still in Dallas.
Still in Dallas.
Actually, I just moved outside of Dallas, called Addison.
Addison?
Yeah, it's about 15 minutes away from the city.
Right on, dude. And how's everything going with you? You staying out of trouble? I know you had a rough year last year. We're into the new year. Everybody's hoping for good stuff. How, you still
2013 was a rough year, man. It was a really rough year. But everything's been going well. It's been going great until earlier. Now I can't get friggin' Marty naked walking around your house out of my head.
Look, he doesn't remember it.
You had to use a word like slanky. I mean, when you said slanky, it just gave a more vivid picture.
Oh.
And it was like, oh, God.
No, but it's accurate. It's
The weirdest thing is, Chris said it looked like an upside down question mark. He didn't bring that up with Marty, but that's what it looks like.
an upside down question.
No, actually, Petchra Chelli actually was blowing me up on Twitter today.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
And,
I saw.
Told me I better call in.
Why? What happened?
No, he just said
my
it's
phone
been a
just
while,
kept
and he called
beeping.
me a few British slang terms. And
He threw a couple of expletives at you in Cockney, and you were like, okie dokie. Gee, sorry.
which are just normal words over there. They just call each other that as like salutations, you know.
He might just be. Oh,
Yeah, go ahead.
he may just be paying attention to you as a way to make Travis jealous. That's just.
Oh yeah,
I
I'm just
don't
a pawn in this little game.
Have you checked out Travis's podcast, The Travisphere?
You know, I haven't. I've been kind of out of the element for a while. I've been still in depth in work and still in projects I'm working on. I've been I actually haven't kind of took a time out from stand-up and doing comedy, so I've been kind of out of the game for a while.
This is like the standard thing for stand-ups, too. Stand-ups go through periods. They're doing it. And unless they're like a full-on professional, this is my job. I quit everything else.
Yeah.
Well, I make money, but I don't do it full-on like I quit everything else. I haven't got to that point where especially at this age.
Well, I think I came to a point. It was like, you know, just kind of starting. It was very, very novice, you know. And you know, typically you expect to go through the ups and downs of the learning process. Well, when all that crap happened to me last year, it was just like, that was something I didn't want to go through and have to go through at the time, so I just put it on hold.
Yeah.
And,
well, listen,
I'll go back to it.
To be starting out at that age and have a gig at you know, where you were doing, was it Hard Rock or was it Hard Rock or was it the
House of Blues?
House of Blues. It's a pretty good place to start, dude. I started in a steakhouse in East Lyme, Connecticut, so that's, you know, nobody knew where that was.
And I'm very grateful. You know, it was fun while it lasted, and like I said, I may end up going back to it. But I got a bunch of projects I'm working on right now.
All right, dude.
That I'm pretty excited about.
Well, listen, I hope your ear gets better. Thanks so much for calling. Don't feel bad if you don't call. You know, we're doing our thing, and if you can get involved, awesome. If not, we're thinking about you and hoping everything's going good.
No, man. No, I've been listening to the show. I catch the shows usually after the fact, not live.
Right.
I'll catch them and check them out and stuff like that. I like. It seems to be working out better tonight, huh?
Yeah, the video's working out. I think we've got it figured out. But don't say anything. You'll screw it up, dude.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on your head.
So what's everybody's Super Bowl predictions?
I could care less.
Don't care.
Tiffany's Super Bowl predictions? Do you even know who's in the
What are the choices?
Really?
Gravity, Wolf of Wall Street.
Bird,
What?
the bird, or the horse?
No, Broncos or the Eagles.
Seahawks.
Oh, see,
Seahawks. It better probably Seahawks. I hope because that's my friend's.
Or
my
you
friend
could say
said that team. But who do I
potheads
think's gonna
of
win?
the potheads.
Let's do
The
this.
potheads of the
Well,
potheads.
you started
Oh,
off
God.
by like imagining if the animals were in a fight, and obviously the first answer is a horse would kick a hawk's ass because the horse is much bigger.
Yeah.
But then you start thinking hawk can get away from a horse pretty easily, and then fly in and claw its eyes out.
Yeah, and is
then
it like
where's the horse?
And is it a regular hawk or is
Yeah.
it like a Sinbad hawk,
And
where it's
we're-
like oversized and a mythical
This
creature?
is a pretty vicious hawk, man.
I like Seahawks.
It's a Seahawk.
I could care less.
Then
I'm
again-
gonna play Battlefield while it's on. That's what I'm gonna do. Yep.
I'm gonna be watching the Top Gear.
I was
You?
gonna.
What's your prediction, Cass?
You know, I can carry the less. I'm more excited for the commercials, to be honest with you.
Oh, for God's sakes! Really?
Yeah, dude, they're doing a Full House reunion commercial.
Oh my!
Oh,
Oh,
that's
really? A
actually
full
pretty
house?
cool.
Well, that's
Will
important.
that
to
be
us.
Yeah,
on
I swear to
YouTube
God,
later?
it's actually I read about it. It's an
Oh my
Oikos
God.
commercial. You know how John Stamos does those Oikos yogurt commercials?
Yes.
Oh.
Well, he's doing a commercial with Bob Saget and Uncle Joey, and they're doing like the life of them still living together after the girls all left for college and stuff like that.
Oh my
and they're
God.
still living in the same house.
I bet Kimmy
I'm looking
Gibbler's living
forward
with
to
them, and they're just splitting her. Like they're just
Oh, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
she's like a crack whore in the
Yeah.
corner, smoking
Yeah.
a cigarette.
All right, well, listen, we'll check it out. I'm sure it'll be good. It'll be online the next day. We got another caller. I'm going to let you go, but thanks so much for calling, and call us back and tell us what you thought of the commercials after the Super Bowl.
You got it, guys.
All right, there you go, Chris Cass.
Live from Addison, Texas, it's Kaz the Comic.
Nice him to call. We got
All
another
right.
caller on the line. Welcome to Double Special. Who are we talking with?
State your name and purpose.
Well, speaking of people that haven't called in a while, it's Zach.
Oh my God, the regular callers are flocking. And
I
see,
know.
you put the live feed on and it changes everything.
They feel obligated.
Well, they feel part of the show, and not like,
All right.
yeah, it happened, and maybe I'll call in even though it's happening. And I
All
don't know
right,
what the hell's going on.
Zach, you're here in like Tampa with us, so you can like sympathize about the terrible cold we're experiencing. I mean, like the rest of the country just like feel they hate us, but it's cold, isn't it, man?
No.
No, and again, you still look like a robber.
Oh, with the hat and the jacket.
It just reminds me of Pete's Dragon all the time.
Cold
Yeah.
weather, Peach Dragon. Oh my God, that's freaking funny, dude. I just got
It's like
that.
Rocky's trainer.
That's probably the best
Yeah,
reference.
you really do look like Rocky's.
No, I gotta like
trainer.
put the brim up.
Cut
don't
me,
I?
Mick. I can't believe. No, seriously, Peach Dragon.
Come
best
on,
reference
Rack.
ever.
Yeah.
What is it like? 50 degrees here? 55?
It's 44.
Is it 44? Down to
Yeah,
44
it's
now?
going down to, like,
okay, it's a
30.
little nippy, but it's not anything ridiculous.
Yeah, it's not.
Zach, you're a young guy. Does the cold weather bother you?
No, not at all.
Well,
No,
you-
I once I turn 18 and go to a college, I'm getting the heck out of Florida.
Why? Because of the cold weather?
No, he wants.
No,
cold
I love
weather.
the cold, man. I want to go somewhere that's nice and cold and, good
Obviously it's not
places
now.
like Connecticut or something like that.
Ah,
Connecticut.
Connecticut.
I've been to Connecticut, dude. There ain't. Well, it depends on where in Connecticut. He was in a nice part.
Are you trying to go to like Harvard or Yale, whatever's in New Haven? Because New Haven's terrifying, dude.
Yeah, that's a crappy
Don't
place.
go out. Don't lock off campus, bro.
Yeah, that's true, dude. I had to go to the DMV there, and it would freak me out. dude.
Oh
I'm like,
man,
"Good cripes."
I used to take like the late train home from New York to Connecticut. My biggest fear was falling asleep and waking up in New Haven. You went all the way there, and then you're like, I'm in New Haven.
Yeah, and it has nothing to do with race, where it's just like seedy, kind of gritty looking people. You don't know if they're like on their on the edge.
That's pretty much all. Like once you get past Fairfield County in Connecticut,
Yeah.
it's pretty horrifying.
up into New York until you get to Grand Central. Really,
Yeah.
even New Rochelle's a little sketchy.
Well, I'm a Marinette.
Now you're a senior, right?
No, I'm a junior.
Junior. Well, I don't know. He hasn't
Every
called in forever.
time.
Well, yeah, he hasn't called in a month and a half. For
He's
God's
not
sake.
that. He's not that important.
It's
to
not
us.
like well, no, he's important,
remember.
but not to the point where when I'm
Sorry.
playing with a kid, I'm like, I wonder what grade
I-
Zach is in again.
Yeah, I drew a picture of him. I love him more than anybody.
Did you see the picture? Do you like the picture?
I love the picture, man. Trust me, I'm honored to have that picture put on that site. I'm happy.
How is your podcast thing going? Are you still doing it, or have you taken time off?
Actually, we are now at Talkwad Studios.
Oh, that's right. You joined Talkwad. You got over there with Nolan. How's that going for you?
To be quite honest, it's actually phenomenal. Our show is doing fantastic. I met a guy who's done CBS Sports Radio, and I've been working with him as well. And I kind of have a job there now at the studio.
Do you really? What are you doing? Are you like engineering and stuff?
Yep, I'm the weekend producer. I produce all weekend shows.
Oh,
Congratulations. Give him a bell ring. That's right there, Zach. Our very own. Look, our baby's all grows up.
So what are you guys still using like Google Plus or something or
Hangout?
Nope, we do YouTube Live. We use CamTwist, Wirecast,
There you go.
everything that's all the brand new fun stuff that we use. That's what we use. So.
Cam Twist? We don't have Cam Twist.
I don't have Cam Twist. What the hell is that?
We
got
need to get
Wirecast.
Cam Twist.
What is a Cam Twist? Tell
Yeah.
us, Zach.
I need to twist my cam.
CamTwist is a program that allows you to fluctuate between cameras. It allows you to add cool lower thirds, but it allows you to create it's trust me, it's a more difficult version of a Google Hangout. It's basically what it is, but I think the quality is also better as well.
And is that a free? Can you get the free trial? Or you got to pay for that crap.
No, it's free. It should be free.
What's it called again?
Cam Twist. So hey, so
Cam
you don't,
Twist?
but you're only working there weekends, so you could come in here Wednesdays and do our show.
Are you saying Crystal's not doing a good job?
Yeah. Yes and no. She did leave our mics muted at the beginning of the show, and I really wanted to say something, and I couldn't. Listen, Crystal does a fine job for somebody that has never had any
Yeah,
really
no, we're
experience.
talking more about like running the computer because I'm the one doing that. And that
Listen,
gets thrown
tonight
up.
it's going fine.
You
It's going
say that
great.
now.
Well, don't. Why are you so negative? It's going fine.
I'm sorry. I'm going to be positive.
No, it's
now.
good.
This
Well,
is
listen,
the best show ever.
Nolan gave us a message and said, you were over there, and he thanked us for sending you guys over there. And I'm glad it's working out for you, and I'm glad it's nice to be in a studio where you got the equipment and everything's going good, and you're all in the same brain, right?
Do you have to sit under that floor, the one they built upstairs? Do you ever fear death sitting under that
That's
false
what
ceiling?
I did.
Yeah, I'm sure it's finished now, guys. I'm sure.
Well,
he
yeah,
doesn't
we
even
saw who finished it.
know. Okay, stop.
Yeah.
Zach, what's the name of your show? People want to check it out on TalkWad. Go ahead and give them the site, give them the name of the show so they can check it out.
So it's the 2 Cent Sports and Entertainment Show. We dropped the news because news, especially what my co-hosts like to talk about, is boring. And so it's just 2 Cent Sports and Entertainment now. And this Sunday live is our Super Bowl show. And I was listening to you guys talk with Kaz about the Super Bowl, and you guys just disappointed me.
Oh, we don't care about it. Yeah.
I look. I'm not a football guy. Crystal has a Bucks plate. She's sort of into football. Crystal, your prediction for the Super Bowl?
I actually think the Broncos are going to win it. Although Peyton Manning plays bad in the cold, so it's I'm going for the Broncos. So
I'm going to be watching Top Gear.
I don't watch football unless I have a boyfriend that wants to watch it.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh.
Crystal, can you tell us? Okay, so it's just based on Peyton Manning. What do you think of that, Zach?
No, I mean, it's accurate. Unfortunately, I have to go with the Broncos as well. I would like to see the Seahawks pull it out because I'm a huge fan of Pete Carroll and a huge fan of what the Seahawks do on defense. Defense? God, that was awkward. Defense.
I'm a big fan of Richard Sherman now. That's why the only reason I would vote for.
Are you?
Listen, I think the whole thing was stupid that people gave him such grief about talking smack. It wasn't like he said anything filthy or nasty or really even kind of mean. He just basically said, you talk smack to me and that's what you get. And everybody made a big deal of it. And then everybody went on Twitter and became complete racist idiots about it. And the guy graduated.
Absolutely.
What's that? Yeah, and the guy graduated from one of the best colleges in the country, a degree in communications. And
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Chris is being a white knight.
No,
he's white knighting Richard Sherman.
I'm not white knighting Richard Sherman. I'm just saying that dude, did you read some of the tweets? They were awful, awful, awful tweets by really ridiculous people who called him a thug and the N-word and said enjoy N-word day. It's just ridiculous over
Is
really
he a
nothing.
Black sports player?
He is a black sports player. Yes,
Yes,
Tiffany.
very good.
A black
Football?
sports player. That could be any sport ever.
Sorry.
So football?
What?
Oh,
Yeah, he's a football player in the Seahawks.
No.
Do you not turn on your
No, he
television?
plays badminton.
No, I don't
Yeah.
turn on my television. My television hasn't been turned on for a long time.
He's a badminton player. He's in that aggressive league, badminton. Well, anyway, it should be a good game, and I guess Kaz will just be watching the commercials. It'll be interesting.
Yeah.
For the Full House thing. Although remember when we started, we had the Full House.
You can watch it on
yeah.
YouTube.
Remember we had the Full House.
Yes, and
puzzle?
I can watch it on YouTube. It'll be up on YouTube
I know.
2 hours later.
Yeah.
Yep, and
that'd be
that's where
awesome.
I'll watch it.
Yeah. Thanks, Super Bowl.
Zach, I'm so glad that now does Nolan say bad things about us over there, or does he like us still?
No, he's like, and that's honestly, I think it's you guys are the reason why I got a job over there. He's like, wow, you work with Double Special? Well, they kick ass. So you can start working for me. It's basically kind of how it went.
Did he say it like that? Because if he said it like that, he sounds like Jimmy Olsen in Superman. What is that all about?
Oh, I like that show.
No, he was just really thrilled that he had somebody from your show over there. I'm just a regular call-in, but he was happy that I was over there, and he still loves your show. He watches it all the time. He tells me.
I don't believe that
crap,
for a
I
second.
better stop saying
I don't
bad
believe
stuff
that
about him. No, joking. I don't say bad stuff.
I will listen. Maybe we can come by the studio sometime and check out your show, or just hang out and I don't know.
Of course, that.
That's far.
Do over there. Well, it's
I
far,
don't
but
know
yeah,
about
we'll
that.
get you
Are
try
you
places.
driving?
You're going to LA in a couple weeks.
Yeah, but I'm not driving there.
All right, whatever. Zach, I hope things continue to go well for you this year, and we'll check out your show. Okay.
All right, hey guys, I really appreciate it.
All right, man. Have a good Super Bowl show, and hopefully your team does well. Your team.
Yeah. All right, take care.
All right, there you go. There's Zach.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Zach Cooper, host of the 2 Cent Sports and Entertainment Show, or something like that.
Oh, that was good.
On TalkWad Radio. Check him out.
All right, it's about. This show's been flying. It's 9:40. We're double special. You're listening to. The phone number is 727-475-6139. We're live on YouTube, and everything's going great. It's been a good show. We've been having fun. We talked to Marty. Oh, I wanted to say about this, bring this up a little bit and talk a little bit about Googling ourselves. Jordan, do you ever? I don't know.
Ask us those things.
What?
See? Oh, you can't put it where she can see
I knew it.
Really?
You didn't do Crystal and Tiff's favorite actors?
Yeah, because
or
when I brought
legal
but I was gonna try. Let me
lead
stop.
on the
Stop. Don't talk.
ballet?
Don't say it ahead of time, you dork. The Oscar nom thing. When I brought it back up and I was gonna lead into it, you said, "Are we still talking about this?" So that's why I skipped over it and stopped. And you don't know what your favorite actors are anyway.
I bet.
What is your favorite actor
I
as
don't
far
know.
as acting skill goes? Favorite actor?
She already told us.
I like
No, she didn't.
Hugh Laurie.
That's your favorite actor. What have you seen of Hugh Laurie?
I also like Jim Parsons and Matthew Perry.
Okay, what have you
Those
seen
are-
of those three actors other than the TV shows that they were on?
No, Hugh Laurie was excellent in 101 Dalmatians and Stuart Little. I'm joking.
No, you are not.
No.
What else has Hugh Laurie been in?
Oranges. And, of course, a little bit of Fry and Laurie. He's done tons of stuff over in the UK.
Have you
He
seen
did
any of that stuff?
Blackadder, of course.
Yeah, dude. When you go to England, they show the same shows over and over again because they only make 6 episodes.
All right, Crystal, your favorite actors, because I wanted to find out between the two of you, because your definition of acting is I don't get it, but
No, that's not true. I think Gary Oldman is very talented. He's a very underrated actor. I have to say Jack Nicholson.
Oh, I know who that
I
is.
like him a lot.
I know who that is. Is that where we're at now? Jack Nicholson is I know who that is guy. Remember when you said Jack Nicholson like 15 years ago? It was
Oh, no,
a
he's
given.
great.
Jack Nicholson's going to be the Joker. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I just didn't know who Gary Oldman is.
Gary Oldman played in Bram Stoker's Dracula. He's been in a lot of movies.
Oh, I think if I saw a picture, I would know.
He was in the Batman sagas. And
Oh, is he
I'm
like
not
the
a huge Batman
detective?
fan, but
Yeah, he was in he was in the Batman sagas. He played Commissioner Gordon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She doesn't know.
No, I do. I do.
No,
He
the
has
only reason
brown
I say
hair.
that, Crystal, is because you, again, when we were talking about acting, and we specifically the Dallas Buyers Club, you said that Jared Leto did a better job than Matthew McConaughey.
Yes.
And I saw that Jared Leto did a good, he did a good acting job at showing us what a drag queen was, but Matthew went through a much more wider range of emotions in that movie. Based on where he started as a character and where he ended as a character, and Jared Leto never really did anything. And you basically brought up his death scene or close to where he's dying, where he's coughing and crying and spitting up blood, which to me is that's like the easiest thing to do acting wise. I mean,
Really? Spitting up blood?
Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
yeah.
That
You know
was-
you have to cut your throat with a razor to do that.
shut up.
Oh.
The tablet. Anyway, see Tiffany. So you made a stop for it and go back, and it really was not that big.
And then
of a
she's
deal.
distracted again.
I know.
Look at
All
her.
right. Well, we'll do the next subject. I'll go back to the other one, the Googling thing after. Go ahead and pick that up if you can. We were talking about weed. Weed is legal here in Florida, or is on the ballot, I should say. It's legal in 2 other states, actually Colorado and Oregon. Was it Seattle, Washington?
Yes.
And where? One other place, isn't it?
Colorado and Washington right now.
Only?
Yes.
I thought. Okay. I thought it
Well,
was somewhere.
Portland, Maine, claims it's legal with their that's like a city doing it.
That sounds like a trick.
Yeah, it's like hippies.
Who's Ann Coulters?
Ann Coulter. You don't know who Ann Coulter is?
She's an idiot. Is she an
she
idiot?
is
He
an
is
idiot.
an idiot.
We'll talk about that in a
That's what it
second. We got
says.
Petchra Chelli on the phone. Mr. Petchra Chelli, how are you, sir?
I'm not so bad. How are you doing?
Actually, better tonight now that we figured everything out. We got up live and we're running. It's
And Jesus wept a little less tonight. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Ha.
You're not being stressing yourself.
No, I think it's going really good. We've had a lot of good phone calls. Marty doesn't believe that he sleepwalks nude, but whatever.
Yeah, I wish you'd not told that story. That was horrible.
It's
I just got this image of like Monty Burns when he got out of his shower at Homer Simpson's house.
There's just like inexplicable concavities on his body. Just,
yeah.
It is
Jordan
like
lived with him,
Mr.
so
Burns. That's
Jordan has
hilarious.
seen more of his body and various things than I have.
honestly, though, he kept his house like you remember every window was covered with black curtains.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
It was like a cave in there.
Oh yeah.
Why have you seen so much of him? I don't see that much of my
Because
roommate.
he
Yeah, but my roommate's not like I've ever seen her boobs or her vag or anything just because we live together.
I never saw his wiener either. Chris is the only one who's seen him naked.
I didn't say I saw his wiener. He's just standing in front of the refrigerator
I don't
naked.
walk around naked when I have roommates, so just in my room.
You told me you used to like run around naked in your house all
Yeah,
the time
you did
before.
Say that. Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you like shoot between your room and the bathroom naked.
For the
Oh,
scale?
well, that
Yeah.
was when he was definitely at work because he's a teacher, but that's because I was going to go take a shower.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a reason, Jordan.
Okay, but it doesn't invalidate my statement.
But I don't walk around naked when I know they're home. And I don't do that anymore because I have a bathroom in my room.
Petchra Chelli, you live by yourself, right?
Well, yeah, most of the time, aye.
Yeah. But I mean, I don't know. Sometimes if there's nobody around, I'll go from the shower and walk around naked. I don't give a crap.
I don't like that.
You don't like to be
I
naked?
don't like it. Nah, I don't even like sleeping naked. You've always got something flopping about. It's annoying.
No, I'm with you on the
Sometimes
sleeping
I wish
thing.
I didn't have a cock and balls, to be honest. I'm more trouble than it works.
You wish they were retractable?
Yeah, right. You had a button.
Well, have you never done that thing where you sit down too quickly and you sit on yourself?
Oh,
Imagine
yes.
if you didn't have underpants on, you just do it all the time.
Yeah, no, he's right, dude. That's really painful.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I like having something snugging it up while I sleep too. Otherwise, it's just
Yeah, no, I don't sleep nude. No, there's
feels
no way.
weird.
Yeah, no, he's right. He's right about that. But walking from, in the shower or whatever, I don't feel like I need to be covered up if there's nobody here.
You know,
Right, but I get sidetracked, don't I? I'll go to the shower and then I'll see something on the mantelpiece and I'll be like a little bug or something like that. I'll be like, oh. And I'll go and watch it. And before you know it, you stood in front of a window. Everyone can see you. Your knob's flapping about in the wind, and people are pointing their finger, going, "Oh, look, there's a sex offender." It's just worth it.
And all of a sudden your house is on a list. Nobody will trick or treat there anymore.
And the wind comes through. You have no walls.
I thought he was going to say, yeah, you get out of the shower and next thing you know, you're at the grocery store,
No.
Nah, of course not.
Yeah, those dreams though, where you
You're
end
just
up.
being silly now, Chris.
Well, no, that was a stretch for me. What were you going to say, Jordan?
Have you
Hang
had
on a second. My phone keeps bloody going off. Hang on, I'm just going to mute this. Christ's sakes.
Is it you getting
Brad McLean, that's who it is. He knows I'm on the phone. He's sending me a bloody message every time.
He's tweeting.
He's tweeting his ass off at Petchra Chelli. How are things with you and Travis? Has he blocked you yet?
No, he hasn't, no. He won't even talk to me, though. Like, I haven't heard his latest episode of the Travis Sphere.
Mm-hmm.
But he'd hinted earlier on in the week that it was going to be all political and stuff, and I don't give a shit about my own politics, let alone another country.
I don't blame you.
I keep asking him, like, is it political? And how long's the intro? Because that really annoyed me last time. But no, he doesn't, he doesn't want to know. But he was actually, like, proper upset with me last week. He, like, came at me. He was like, oh, it's good to know that you think me talking about football or, fanny ball, as I call it.
Yeah.
And my nephews all the time is shit or whatever it was. And I was like, oh, God, Travis, calm down, son. Good God.
But that's what you're
Everyone's
shooting
got
for
this
with
with
him.
me.
You're getting the effect that you want out of him. You want to get a rise out of him.
No, I just want him to, like, I've been looking forward to this podcast for I'm his biggest fan.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't want him to talk about mundane things that's going on in the world. I want him to make me laugh. It's a comedy show. I want comedy, not bloody politics and stuff.
Well, here's
number one.
Well, but hold on for a
I
second.
don't like American football at the best of time, let alone normal. I just hate sport. It's a waste of time. I don't want to talk about it.
No, we're with you. Did you hear Zach getting all kind of pissy with us? Like, oh, man, you don't like football? I'm like, no, not really. Don't care.
Oh, I could give a shit.
Yeah, the World Cup I'd talk about for a second, but I wouldn't go on about the Super Bowl. But here's the thing I noticed. I went on Podomatic. His podcast, his comedy podcast, is actually, I think it's higher rated than ours. Did you know that, Jordan?
Who, Travis?
Yes.
Did he say it was like number 18?
It's like 80.
Or something?
No, it's like 84.
84.
There's a lot of comedy podcasts. Crystal, after the show, checked, but I think he's actually
It's
higher
Petchra
rated than ours. I don't.
Listening to it over and
Maybe.
over.
Stop doing that.
Yeah, but he works like really hard to promote that. Like once a week he'll tweet everyone he knows to go and listen to it.
Right. And
So that's why he puts the work in to get people listening.
See?
You guys pulled your finger out a little bit more.
Yes.
Maybe
Stop
they'll
talking. Listen to what Petchra Chelli is saying. Say that again for Tiffany.
why? What do I do?
Tiffany, you should pull your finger out, you bone-eyed lump.
Yeah.
There you go.
And promote the
But
show. We need to
here's
promote the
thing,
show.
Though,
He-
we have so many avenues, though. We don't just have Podomatic. We have to be like, hey, listen to our iTunes, listen to our Stitcher, listen to our Podomatic, listen to us on YouTube.
Well,
listen
can't
to here,
but
blah,
but
blah,
can't
blah,
you
blah,
throw up one message and then throw all the links to it? Like, hey, listen to us on these.
Yeah,
these
she's
avenues?
just saying because we're so spread out, we're not
Exactly.
going to do all our. Travis is only on Podomatic, so everyone who wants to listen to him.
No.
He's on iTunes too, but we're
Quiet.
on all these other ones, and we're on Spreaker and iHeartRadio and
Excuses.
SoundCloud
They're all
and
excuses.
And also,
Tumblr.
Travis pays people to listen to him.
Chris, Promote us then.
I'm the host, not my job. The producer should be promoting you guys, and you have the Twitter. You were the Twitter thing to begin with. You're the one that actually gets paid to promote people on Twitter. What's the scoop? Are you not pushing Double Special anymore?
Yeah, we haven't gotten any new followers.
We push it on YouTube.
I have not done anybody's Twitter stuff that much lately, just because I got bored of it. It was a fun face, but
see,
that's not an excuse, though, is it? I'm not promoting the show because I'm bored of it. Like, what are you talking
I'm not
about?
bored of the show. I'm bored of
here's
Twitter.
the thing, though. You
I'm
should
bored
be
of Twitter.
Okay, here's the thing, though. You guys, we talked about this. This is a new year. We wanted to try to push this podcast to a place where maybe we can monetize it and make some money off of it, and possibly get into a satellite situation. Or because listen, there's a lot of good podcasts, and I think this is one of them. But you're kind of bored with it. What do you want to happen?
I'm just bored of doing a like Twitter. That's all. I haven't not been getting followers and doing all that stuff because I was addicted to it at one point. But then I'm bored of it.
You have ADD so seriously, Ben.
I'm a Gemini and I move on from being interested from things.
Gemini
oh my God!
Honest to God, no.
I'm
Seriously,
fickle.
I hate this. You get stupid bloody bitches tweeting about their star signs. It's not real. It's really annoying.
Gotta use it against her.
I'm not into astrology
Your
stuff.
horoscope says if you don't spend 1 hour a week on Twitter promoting us, you'll die of fish burp.
I was doing it every day.
Yeah, I know.
But now I haven't done it for like the whole
Well,
year.
but it's a good point. I talked to Jason about this. He said, you know what, the website, you need to promote a little bit more of the website, maybe fix it up a little so it looks a little bit nicer. And then also, we got to start we got to start putting the name out there, start putting a brand out there. That's the basic concept here. And Petchra Chelli is right.
Does Jason do websites? Who does websites?
Jason can help us with the website, and he said he would be happy to do that. I don't want to lean on Jason for a bunch of free crap because he's obviously a professional and he gets paid to do things, but he's offering to help us out a bit. But we, as a group, need to promote the show more. Petchra Chelli is right. Promote it more. Travis, even with Almighty, you get pissed about Almighty, but he promotes the crap out of his stuff, dude.
And all this time, we've been dependent on the listeners, the people who call in every week. We've been hoping you guys would spread the word, but, it hasn't been happening. So
crap. He flipped it right back on you, Petchra Chelli.
I did, bro.
Yeah, but he knows I don't care. It makes no difference to me.
Yeah, right. He's going to listen to this one or the next one that fills the spot. He doesn't care, whoever. Whatever. That hurt me a little bit inside.
But
Petchra
Brad
Chelli.
McLean's been doing a really great job. Our numbers are up in Australia.
He's a funny bugger, Brad.
Listen,
Did you see what someone called him the other day on Twitter? It was hilarious.
No.
He was, we were trolling this other podcast. I can't remember what it was called.
You guys are bad.
Some guy called Brad. He said, I hope you do have cancer of the brain, you bipolar idiot. It was the best thing ever. Brad said it as his head. I'm so jealous that Brad got that tweet. We've been working with this guy for about 45 minutes, playing good cop, bad cop. And then it just all blew up. This guy went absolutely mental, and it was hilarious. Check out Brad's header. It was absolutely hilarious.
You guys are walking around the Twitterverse poking people with sticks. It's unbelievable.
Well, no, this guy was a bit of a snoot, you know what I mean? He was a bit sort of full of himself and all that, and I think Brad was just asking Travis a question or something. This guy got on his high horse about it, and Brad, he started winding him up. And then I came along pretending to be on the other guy's side and then started accusing him of racism. And he was like, what? And I was pretending he'd put this tweet out about Ugandans being paedophilic based on skin color and stuff. I was like, what? I never did anything. It just went absolutely mental. It was the best hour I've ever had on Twitter because this guy was so upset.
I don't know. I can't do that on Twitter. Jordan, you'd be brilliant at that on Twitter. Why don't you? We were talking about how you win digitally. What was it that you said about winning digitally? You come up with the more wittier thing, and then you win, and that's it. If they can't come up with anything as witty or wittier.
The wittiest comment wins. It's not your argument or anything. Oh.
See, I don't do that. All I do is I just try and annoy the person. I don't care about winning or losing. It's about me laughing and them, actually getting annoyed. And if I can get them annoyed, I feel like I've won. Because after the fact, I realised, oh, crap, this guy's been trolling me for about an hour.
That's funny.
And I fell for it. That's winning.
That's right. It's called the mosquito strategy.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Buzz around, annoy.
Before I let you go, we're trying to legalize weed here in the States. What do you think about having pot legal?
Well, it's one of them things, isn't it? Because it's sort of it's not as bad for you as booze, But over here, we've got a booze problem. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Half the taps in here have got bloody draft. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's sort of like, if you were to legalise weed over here, for instance. I mean, look at have you ever been to Amsterdam before?
No, I'd like to go, but I haven't been.
God, you wouldn't. It's bloody awful. There's prostitutes dancing about, bloody weed shops dancing about, Argentinians selling you horse meat, seriously, everywhere. And because you've got, like, the legal prostitution and the cannabis and the magic mushrooms, you get all these Moroccan drug dealers coming that don't speak Dutch, but don't speak English, but speak their own language, and you can't move for people trying to sell you, cocaine, you want the yayo? And it's like, it's as bad as Paris, it really is. Like in Paris, you get Romanian gypsies trying to steal your money out your pocket everywhere you go. In Amsterdam, you get like Moroccan drug dealers trying to, sell you some dodgy smack or something like that. It's terrible. So, I don't want weed legalized because, I would just go to America and abuse it. And that's what happened in Amsterdam.
Well, that's because it's all concentrated in one little spot. If it was legal everywhere, then we could go to like nice shops and get it there. I want to be able to go to the the Walmart or the grocery store and buy a little 6-pack of weed.
Hi, that'll work for you, but then someone like me will be like, let's go over to America and just abuse the system, and you'll just get hordes of tourists getting stoned in the street and causing a bloody nuisance. It doesn't work.
Yeah.
It would have to be legal in every single country and every single state before it would just become so...
Global legalization. Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, to be fair, though, the tourists here already drive way too slow. If they're all stoned out of their head, man, we're not getting anywhere.
Stand still.
I know.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, brother. Well, I don't know. I say legalize it. To hell with it. Everybody's smoking it anyway. They act like if they legalize it, there's going to be problems. Do you know how many people smoke now? If they drug test everybody in this country, they'd have to fire 3/4 of the people in this country because they're all smoking illegally. There's no problems. They smoke it on a regular basis. They act. It's like the gays in the military. Like, if we let gays say they're gay in the military, we'll have problems. Well, guess what? They're already in your military. They're not causing any problems. They just don't tell you that they're gay. So I don't understand what's saying and
How
doing.
How have you managed to talk about cannabis and turn it into something gay?
Because
it's
the two arguments are the same to me. They're saying that again with the military. I was in the military. There were gay guys in the military, but there was never any issue with it. There were no problems. But they acted like if we allow gays in the military, which always to me was a weird thing to say because they were already there and they weren't causing any problems. Just like pot is already here, people already use it, and it's not causing any problems.
I don't think 75% of people use pot.
Before
I started doing comedy, none of my friends have ever done pot.
There's a lot more people smoking pot than you think.
Yeah, not that you know about.
Yeah, there really are, dude. I was a valet, and I'll tell you, being a valet, you get in a lot of cars when they come up. I was shocked at how many people had pot smoke in their car when they pulled up to the restaurant. And this was a place that had like early bird with like 50-year-old and 60-year-old people. A lot of people smoke pot, and I was like, damn.
Are you sure it wasn't just like all the roaches in your pocket and you just kept smelling them all night?
It was actual smoke coming out of the car when they got out. For God's sakes. All right, Petchra Chelli, well, listen, good talking to you, and we'll listen to Travis's podcast and see how Jordan did a couple of intros for him, so it should be interesting to see how he puts those in there.
There was one bit that, it was all political, and I didn't know what the hell he was talking. I didn't really care, to be honest, but there was one bit that made me laugh, because he got really annoyed about some guy for some bloody reason. And he likened him to a hungry, angry fox or something like that, but it's just the way he said it. Like, when someone rages and their voice trembles and they try and think of something to say, and they just come out with complete and utter gibberish. That was the funniest part of the entire thing. But I thought he was brave, because he's doing a comedy podcast and he's talking about politics. I don't really think you should mix the two. You can get yourself in trouble for doing that.
Yeah, I guess some guys do it. Dennis Miller does it.
Does he ever remind you, Petchra Chelli? I don't know if you've seen this movie, and it's not in any way his character or anything, just kind of the way he talks. But do you remember the Raggedy Ann and Andy movie? And they find that monster made out of candy that kind of rises up that was really scary. And he had like that kind of thick
Crystal had
voice.
Crystal had like recognition immediately.
Yeah.
What was that, Crystal? You know what he's talking about?
Yeah, I think we're talking about two different movies. I remember like a horror movie, and the chick was a phone operator.
Yeah, that's a completely different movie.
It's a completely different movie, but like it was a Raggedy Ann, like
Killer Raggedy Ann. Ooh, shocking, scary.
All right.
No, we don't have Raggedy Ann over here. We've got Rosie and Jim. That's a bit scary.
Rosie and Jim. What the hell is that? Are they like two little stuffed kids?
Is that
you don't have them, but like canal boats, some really thin boats. It's like a house inside, and you just piss about on a canal for no reason.
Yeah.
there was like this old paedophilic-looking man was dancing about on one of these boats going down a canal, and he had these two stuffed dolls, like a really cheap version of the Cabbage Patch Kids. And when he wasn't looking, they would wake up and sort of like look at you and all this sort of stuff. And he had this wooden duck that would quack, and it was just horrible. Like it's like a child's thing, but it's eerie. It's like I nearly swore then, but it's eerie as anything. It's just awful.
Scarring all the children in the UK.
Jim, have a look.
Like that Mario Cantone children's show they used to do.
Oh God, no.
Yeah, he was terrifying.
I hate Mario Cantone. Drives me insane.
This was like this guy. He wasn't out and out gay. He's very out gay now, but back then he was like this obviously gay Brooklyn dude pretending to be a 15-year-old child. He was like 37, pretending to be a 15-year-old child talking about the problems he's having.
Is he still doing the Liza Minnelli impersonation he does constantly?
Oh,
God.
It was terrifying.
All right, buddy. Well, listen, we'll talk to you later. Have a good weekend. Be safe, and thanks for listening, dude.
Yeah, love you.
No, you rat bastard.
We love you. All right,
let's go ahead and take a quick break. I want
Live from the UK, ladies and gentlemen. That was Petchra Chelli.
Just for a second. I need to refresh my drink. We'll play a little bit of music. Everything is going good.
Play a little song.
We'll be back in a second. We got about a half an hour left on Double Special Show. A couple more things to talk about, and then we'll let you get on with your evening and the rest of the week.
But first, a word from our sponsor.
There you go.
All right, there we go.
Is life giving you the runaround? Nowhere to turn? That sort of thing? Well, contact RGI International for all your critical thinking and problem-solving needs. Email us now at gorges@juno.com. That's GORGES @juno.com. You'll be glad you did.
Now you're driving me insane. Well, I can change my shape, take any form they make, but your love's beyond my reach. There's something that the underworld don't teach. I see the sunrise comes like a tale to doors. I'm back at your door, yeah. Rays of sunlight come like chemicals I just can't ignore, yeah. You may be older, but I thought I told you I run things up in here. Queen of the damned, I didn't you hear? If they find out that we're selling V, that will be the end of you and me. So get your shit together, and then we'll live forever. I'm just like my mom, fucked up all day long.
That's right. Just like his mom effed up all day long, you're back with the Double Special Show. That was Rise of Saturn with God Hates Fangs, Fangs. That's right. God Hates Fangs. From their album Sex, Drugs, and Comic Books.
Welcome back. Double Special in the studio with Tiffany Barbee, Crystal Gorges, our producer, and JB Lee. Live on YouTube.
Sup.
What's that? Sup, everybody?
Sup.
Been a good show tonight. A couple more things to talk about. I wanted to throw this out there to if Joe calls in the last half hour, great. If not, we're going to get him on the air. But Friday, you and I, Jordan, we're going to go take a tour of Red Gear Studios.
That's right. Red Gear Studios. Look them up online. That's the studio. Yes.
Yes, Tiffany.
What time?
Are you off on Friday?
I never work on Friday.
I don't know that. I know your schedule.
Why wouldn't you know that?
Because your schedule changed. You used to come to the.
I just work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday.
Be here at 7:30.
Okay, we're gonna
You
go.
have
we're
to work.
No, I'm off on Friday. We're gonna, I gotta.
Oh,
pick
in
up
the
my
morning?
Yeah, we're gonna go
Ha,
early.
no, that's not happening.
No, it's not. Listen, afternoon, 1 o'clock-ish. If you want to come over and take a drive to Largo, check out the studio and see, because he's got projects going on. He's got Sorority of the Damned is his new movie that he's going to be doing. If you don't know Joe Davison, he's been doing horror films, popping them out like babies, just one after the other. And you can check him out. Fangora has done articles about him, and he had Pop Gun Pictures was his original production company. Now he's got a full studio here in Largo.
Formed with another former hooligan.
That's right. Go ahead.
Megan Chapnick.
We said that with such confidence. Yes, Megan Chapnick. You got it right.
All right.
Megan Chapnick, who was in the Hooligans for a short time. We did the. Did we do the Janet Jackson photo thing where we all held her up like Janet?
I was not in that, but yes, you did have a picture like that.
Yeah, where she did the Rolling Stone or whatever, where the hands came over her boobs. We did that. That was weird. That was a weird photo shoot. But it was fun. She was in the group, and they worked together selling carpets for a while too, didn't they? Did the carpet thing?
Yeah, they sucked Marty into that too. Remember?
the carpet Amway pyramid scheme.
Travel the country selling carpets from a van.
I know. But now they have a film studio, and it's Red Gear Studios. We're going to go check it out. So if you want to come, Tiffany, is that something you'd be interested in? Because there may be sketch work and video work, and he's doing movies. And
we want to do viral videos.
Yeah. We've got our viral video ideas. You want to pitch them to him when we're there, or do you want to keep them in the back pocket?
Yeah,
we'll
that's
pitch
what-
a few, maybe. See how
Crystal?
it goes.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point we're going. I'm going to meet you guys. I'm going to take my lunch when you guys are going
So it's going to
there.
be, now it's going to be 5 of us. All right. No, I'm sure he'll give us a tour. It'll be no big
Who's
deal. All right,
5?
cool. 5. I said 5.
Who else is going?
4.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Dude.
I was counting Joe.
Are
Anyway.
we bringing Jake too now?
No, he's going to be at school. So we'll go do that, and I think it could be good for us and maybe help us kind of move into the, like Petchra Chelli was saying, push the show. I mean, if we get a studio behind us and they're into it, I don't think they're probably involved in any of their podcasts that I know of. Okay, that was all right.
What was that about?
I don't know. I'm just saying. It might be a unique thing for them to get involved and help push our show forward through their company. Through
They
their
do
studio.
podcasts, though?
No, they don't. That's my point. Maybe we can talk to them about using the space or whatever.
So they don't get involved in any of their podcasts.
Just get your... No, I'm saying that I don't think they know of any other podcast that they're... Never mind.
Confuse me with your words.
Oh, my God.
He confused me with your words.
You are easily confused. You can check out a replay of this, I think, on Gear Radio. That's Global Empire Attitude Radio.
It means things?
Yeah, it's an acronym.
Oh, God. Did we talk about you calling in? Oh, yeah, we talked about that.
What's that?
When you called in last week.
No, I did not talk about that. I did call in his show. A little bit I did, but it gave him a little grief. But anyway,
screw JT.
No. He's gonna hopefully. Here's the thing, though. We're not on his website anymore. He doesn't show that we're one of his shows. So I don't know if he's still broadcasting our show. I'll have to ask him.
Did we offend him?
What
did we say to offend you, JT? So I can repeat it endlessly.
No, I think he's offended because number one, you don't really want him on our show.
No.
And number two, you don't want to go be on his show.
No.
And he really likes you. He wants you to be
I
on.
have him on my shirt.
That's awful. Wow. Okay. I ain't afraid of no ghost.
It looks like him, right? And he wears red
That's
because he likes the Kentucky team or whatever
that is a cheap
it is.
karate chop you just gave him.
What? This is because Jordan.
I think it might be fun for us to go there and hang out at the studio.
It'd look more like him if his hands were getting swabbed by the police, but still.
Wait. Hang out where?
Just go. He wants us to be on his show.
Oh, he wants no.
Who? JT?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's
not
not
you.
a
No,
trip.
he.
Not you.
Oh,
He
good,
and I.
because he makes me uncomfortable.
I know, and that bothers him that you said that. But
Isn't
I
it
don't
like
blame
in
him.
Brandon
Really?
too?
I put wax on here to keep sliding.
I thought I was
I
being
don't
nice
know.
for telling him the truth.
All right, I wanted to bring you the story. We got about another 20 minutes left. I thought that was an interesting story. I was online and I saw the story about Spam. Who here has eaten Spam? Crystal, you've eaten the Spam.
Everyone's
Yes, with
eating
eggs.
Spam.
Not everyone has eaten Spam. Jordan?
I've had it, but I'm not a fan at all. Do not like the Spam.
The Spam, which is basically, what is it? Do you know what it is, Jordan?
Pork shoulder and spices.
And spices, like in a cube in a can.
Spiced ham.
And it's old. Spam has been around for a long ass time.
Yeah. Now, I do know, I know from my sister who lived in Hawaii, 2 sisters who lived in Hawaii, it's very popular there as well.
Well, it's popular in Hawaii, but more so popular in South Korea. In South Korea, because of World War II, I guess Spam was introduced, and they ate a lot of military rations and stuff like that, which is this prepackaged. We call them MREs. They're meals ready to eat, is what we call them when I was in the military. And it's just like dehydrated, just crap food. But I mean, when you're in the woods, Spam isn't one of those foods, but it was readily available to the troops, and it became kind of infused into their culture. And they actually eat it with what is it? The dish of their vegetable kimchi, kimchi. What is it called?
Chimchi.
Is it?
Yes.
No. What is it?
Chimchi. Yes, named after the character from Speed Racer.
In Korea?
Chimchi. They
in
named
South
the dish.
Korea. Yeah.
Oh, kimchi.
Kimchi. Okay. So apparently Spam goes very good with kimchi and rice. And they fry it up. And actually, in the story, they said that mothers used to like fry up a piece of Spam and put it in the kids' lunch for school, which I can't even imagine.
Can you imagine that mothers frying a meat product and giving it to their children for lunch? What a weird idea.
No, but it's a cube, dude, and they take like a little Spam steak and send it to. I don't send my kid to school with cooked goods. I mean, usually it's like a sandwich or something that's packaged.
Because you're a bad parent.
Well, I'm not a bad parent.
Some kids get delicious cooked meals.
Spam, delicious. Anyway, so what has become a joke in this country over there is like increased in popularity to the point where now it's like a classy thing to do to give somebody a can of Spam. Like if you want to show respect to their family, instead of like buying them like a housewarming gift or something, like you give them a can of Spam. And they have like decorative cans of Spam in South Korea.
What happens if you get like that cheap, like the Armor spiced ham? Like you give them knockoff Spam from the dollar store.
You know what? Even the knockoff, they mentioned that in the article, even the knockoff Spam is very popular. Just the idea of a pork shoulder cube.
Dude, we should like go buy all the cheap Spam at the dollar store or whatever, and then go be rich in Korea.
I'm telling you, dude. We could march in like doing the Monty Python spam, spam.
No, let's not do Monty Python quotes.
No, I'm just saying.
Let's not do that.
I like Monty
shut up, dude.
Python.
Yeah,
nerd.
No,
You don't
listen.
like Monty Python?
Jordan is trying so hard to be a hipster. Like if it's in the collective public thing, he doesn't want you should know about it, and he doesn't want to know about it.
You like Woody Allen?
We're talking about Spam.
I'm
Everybody's
just saying,
thinking
yes,
spam,
but
spam,
Monty
spam.
Python. It's just I grew up. Everyone said, "Well, let's do Monty Python routines at each other."
Who
And
did that?
Me and my friends.
Well, you guys were more dorks than we were.
I know, and now I'm trying to grow out of it.
Oh, for God's sakes. Just accept that
I'm telling you that it's dorky. It's like coming from experience, man. I'm
not
like the
dorky.
grizzled man in the alley telling you not to smoke meth.
Okay, I'm not 13-year-old. When I was hanging out with my 13-years, we were not doing bits of other
I like
comedians.
being dorky.
Thank you, Tiffany. She's a big bang girl.
Yeah.
That's another thing I want to talk about. After the Spam thing
I genuinely took that quiz.
I don't believe you.
No, I really did. I was
all right,
surprised.
stop. Well, nobody
that
knows what we're
ended up
talking
being
about, so let me set it up. We took Marty posted on there that there was a Big Bang quiz, and you could answer questions, and it would tell you what character you were on Big Bang. So let's go around the room. Crystal, did you take the quiz?
I did.
Who did you turn out to be?
I turned out to be Penny.
Penny,
Oh,
which
of
does not
course.
surprise me. I
Wow.
don't. No, because you seem like that sort of a girl, happy-go-lucky, kind of flirty. Jordan, you didn't take the quiz, I'm guessing.
I came out as Ike Turner.
He's just bitch slapping everybody in the apartment building. Tiffany, you took it and you came out.
I ended up being Sheldon. I think it was because I got the Pythagorean theorem correct on the triangle.
Probably.
And
take that crap. I was like,
But
A squared plus
I-
B squared eequals C squared, dude.
It was too many.
it was the square root of
of
58 was the answer.
Clicked on a button.
The answer was the square root of 58.
I got what's her face?
Bernadette.
Bernadette.
How did you get a girl?
Like Bernadette
I don't know.
Peters?
Well, no, I'm not the only guy that got a girl and girl that got a guy. That happens actually.
Well, I guess I got a guy.
Yeah, you got a guy, dude.
Well, I figured I would get Sheldon.
You got a
then.
guy that can't get laid, so whatever. I mean, you got a guy that's like, socially inept.
I was surprised I got him because there were some questions
No.
like I'm like, oh, Sheldon would get that one.
See?
But I answered
I
my
knew you were
true-
doing that.
But I answered my true one.
Did you?
So yeah, I answered my true ones and all the one. I ended up being Sheldon.
She used true words.
I would like to see Jordan take that quiz and see who he ends up.
Yeah, that would be funny.
Who do you think you would end up?
He would end up being a Wallowitz. No joking.
No, I think he would end up
No
being the
way.
Indian dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he would end
What?
up being Raj.
Yeah,
Jesus
totally.
God, I'm so glad I've never watched this show.
I don't know
No.
why, but I really think that you would end up
All
being
my
that guy.
closest friends were like, they were not surprised that I ended up being Sheldon. People that
What
really
does that
know
say?
me.
What does that say about you, though?
Well, just I don't
Go
know.
ahead.
It's not good.
Sheldon is kind of an abrasive character on the show. He's not very. He's well liked, but he's
Well,
kind
you're
of
just
a
like
selfish
socially
bastard.
awkward.
He's selfish as hell. Everything's about
Oh,
him.
yeah.
He doesn't care what you feel.
He dresses funny, drinks too much.
Right?
No.
He has that one
No.
bad tooth that wiggles back and forth when he
He
talks
just
too
doesn't
loud.
understand social
Had a little
convention.
chiclet tooth.
Yeah.
I was not at all surprised that you got Sheldon.
Yeah, he doesn't understand social convention, and that's where him and I.
You understand. You refuse to conform.
Well, that's what he
Yeah,
does.
you know. He's clueless. You know.
No, he
knows.
he's studied the human race and
Do you-
he understands what their ways. But
Did you know that he has a third nipple that's growing in his nostril?
no, Matthew Perry's character had a third nipple on Friends.
Not in his nostril.
Chandler had a nubbin.
But Sheldon has a third nipple that he can lactate out of.
No, he doesn't.
Why not?
Jordan, did you ever watch sitcoms when you were younger? What
No,
was your
I've
favorite
never.
sitcom?
I've never seen a sitcom in
I
my
didn't
entire
ask you
life.
that. Did you watch on a regular? Like, were you a fan of?
He
I didn't
liked
ask if you
Three's
ever seen
Company.
one. I said, have you ever watched one?
The
When I
Dick
say
Van
watch,
Dyke
hold
Show.
on. When I say watch, I mean something that you look forward to on a regular basis. A sitcom that you enjoyed.
The
News
Patty
radio?
Duke Show.
No,
So you like news radio?
that's way
Oh,
past
I
my time.
know.
Stop talking
I
over.
know a writer for news radio.
That doesn't mean anything to any of us. That show's been canceled for 10 years. Who cares? He's not a writer. He was a writer.
But
for
that's
that
his
show.
favorite show. It was pretty.
Out of all the sitcoms, really, like the Honeymooners or the older ones?
Oh, I thought you were talking about like something that was actually like while it was currently running.
Okay, yeah, okay, that's fair.
Seinfeld.
Seinfeld.
Cheers. More like I'd watch that when it came on to like the syndication when it was on every day. And there was
Right.
nothing else on.
Crystal, your favorite sitcom because you're a different era.
I really like The Big Bang Theory.
Really? That's new, though. Well,
But
you were
like,
younger.
Married with Children.
Married with Children.
Yeah.
Tiffany, when you were younger, what was your
Well,
sitcom? Go-to sitcom?
I guess apparently, watching my old home videos, I really liked Friends. I said, "This is my favorite show, Friends."
I hated that show.
I don't remember.
I hated that
it
show. I
being
don't know
my
what it was. You
favorite.
know what it was about the show? I never saw any of those people working. They were just sitting around it was like never.
And they had the nicest goddamn apartment, which was such crap because no one can afford an
I like
apartment
the
like
Cosby
It's
Show.
true though. They really did have it. Like Seinfeld's apartment for the level of comic he was on that show. His apartment was like not. It was like really minimalistic.
The apartment.
No.
Hold on, wait, stop. Yes,
Seinfeld's apartment was really nice. That would
Not
be a
really.
not in New York in Manhattan. Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
huge
Okay,
apartment.
Well, all right. Well, that's fair.
On Friends, it was Monica and Ross's grandmother had that. It was under rent control. That's why they had the apartment for that much because they got it from their grandma, and it was a rent controlled
Now,
apartment.
she knows the backstory
Oh, my
about the
God.
damn condo.
It was still too nicely decorated.
Yeah,
well, that's because Monica's a clean freak, of course.
Yeah, but it's not about being clean. It was like the furniture was expensive, and they. I mean, one of them was a docent. The other, one girl was a waitress. Where the hell did they get
But
their money
came,
from?
But she was with money, and then she left that for the lifestyle of.
I just
her
hated that
friends.
show. I don't know. I just hated that.
Yeah,
that
they're
show.
I didn't
irritating.
watch it while it was on. I don't remember.
I've been watching on
like
YouTube
Cosby
old
Show.
episodes of Taxi, which
Oh,
I
that's
had
good.
I had forgotten about that show, but Crystal watched, and you actually laughed out loud a couple of times. Pretty good show. Still holds up, I think. Right? You like it?
Yeah, my dad used to watch it, so that's why I watched
that kills
it.
me
I
when she
like
says
the Brady Bunch.
I pulled up like 3 different like sitcoms, and she goes, "Yeah, my dad made me watch that." I'm like, "Yeah, my dad made me watch that one too." I'm like, "What are you talking?" Was
Well, there's-
Taxi, and what was the other one we put on?
Who's the boss?
Oh no, you put on
Growing
Newhart.
Pains.
Newhart. Yeah, well, there's a decade between us, so that's why.
Which I
It is
must.
weird you were an adult in 1970s.
I wasn't.
I was
Technically, I
just,
guess.
like,
Yeah,
born.
no, I wasn't. I was born in '65, so I wasn't an adult
Yeah, he
really
wasn't
until the
an
'80s.
adult until the 80s.
Yeah, '80s.
All right, fine, whatever.
But I grew up. That's what I'm saying. In your adolescence, when you're like anywhere from 10 to like 15, those are like informative sitcom years where I don't know.
Yeah,
I was exposed
but
to.
my generation. We had HBO at that point, so at that point, yeah, She's 19 and Ready was one of the more formative moments on HBO.
She's in Red Shoe Diaries when Skinamax came in. I grew up watching, like, when I was in high school, I watched The Honeymooners. It was on like public broadcasting. And I was exposed to some English shows, like Monty Python was on, I know, regularly. What else I watched? I watched
Doctor Who.
Watched the
Doctor
original Doctor Who,
Who.
right? It was all on PBS, and
It's
so I
not
got
a
exposed to a
sitcom.
lot of different stuff that a lot of people
Pretty
weren't
funny.
watching. Nobody was watching The Honeymooners. They
Yeah.
didn't know about Jackie Gleason when they
Oh,
were.
I watched
My
it, yeah.
dad watched The Honeymooners, and he watched like
Oh, it's a-
Hee Haw.
dude, that's an
and
angry-
Are You Being
Nash.
Served? Good Neighbors.
No,
Keeping
but-
Up Appearances.
No, but I mean, when I go back and watch The Honeymooners,
Only
I
when I
realize,
laugh.
No, hold on.
I'm just
When
throwing
I-
out all these English sitcoms.
When I go back and watch The Honeymooners now, I see how really chauvinistic and awful that character Ralph Cran was to his wife, to everybody around him, like the angry sort of American, just, I'm the man and you do what I say, and but I realize I'm a dork, so let's make up. It's almost like what Family Guy is. Peter's like obnoxious, but he's not really as angry. He's more
Yeah.
happy-go-lucky, but
Okay.
same vibe. Yes, Tiffany.
What? Oh, I
You
used
look
to
like
watch.
you're ready to start
I
a
used to watch
U2 solo.
I used to watch Nick at Night when I was younger.
But what programs on Nick
So
at
it
Night?
was like the Patty Duke Show and Bewitched and I Dream of Jeannie and all that.
Yeah,
kind
I
of
watched
stuff
I Dream
was
of
on.
Genie. I watched Bewitched.
Oh, the famous
Both
Mr.
dicks.
Ed.
I got both dicks in. On,
Remember Mr. Ed? He used to stick his head through and talk. Wilbur.
That Mr. Ed show when he talked through the
But then my
door.
dad would tell me that they put broken glass in Mr. Ed's lips to make him talk, and I
I
felt
thought
all
he had
bad.
peanut butter. No, he had peanut butter.
That's what the producer
Broken
said.
glass?
That's what my dad said.
Oh.
Wouldn't he be bleeding from the mouth?
It's black
He's
and
a
white.
whore.
you
I
know,
Love
and horses
Lucy
have
was
white
good.
blood.
I almost stopped you. I'm like, all right, if they have white blood, well, then I can see. Yeah, I don't know. I grew up with different stuff.
Oh,
I feel,
Boy Meets World was on TJF. Oh, don't forget TGIF was on when I was younger.
So she just collections of other
You had
shows.
like Full House.
I saw them when they were
Family
actually
Matters.
like Happy Days aired in prime time. Laverne and Shirley in prime time. I swear to you, that's I
Oh,
remember.
those were good.
But that was prime. That was 8 o'clock on like a Wednesday. You know, like how they have like a
Monday,
must watch
Happy
Friday. When I was young, it was like Happy Days, Laverne and Shirley. Those were actually
Remember
running
Charles
shows.
in Charge?
Yes.
Oh, I remember that.
I used to
yeah.
when I was 5, I had a dream about Scott Baio.
Do you remember the movie Zapped, which was like Charles in
Yes.
charge with boobies?
Your face all lit up. What was
Yeah.
that? He was a video game like champion, right, or some crap.
No, he
got
was. They
sucked
were.
in-
He was
Oh, he got
working
superpowers.
in the science lab. They
That's
were growing marijuana in the science lab, and he somehow got superpowers that would involve mostly taking women's shirts off with his
I
mind.
remember that.
Yes.
Wasn't that with his co-star?
Yes, with the guy
Willie
from Charles in
Ames?
Charge.
Willie Ames.
Exactly, Bible Man.
Bible Man.
That's true. He's Bible Man.
Oh, is
now.
Willie Ames Bible Man?
Yeah, Willie Ames is Bible Man.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he like really like.
What
the hell is up? What is
Gilligan's Island was
hold
great.
on. What does children's
No.
television do to these guys where they
I know.
become like born
You know,
again
and
evangelical?
we've got 10 minutes. Let's discuss Willie Ames and his weird character arc in Charles in Charge, because this always bothered me.
Really?
The very first season, remember, it started off with a totally different family, like they had parents there. Do you remember
Oh,
this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And Willie Ames, buddy, he was like a slick dude. He was like Charles's like slick friend.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was all intelligent and stuff.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, the second season, the parents went away. Like the kids kind of changed. They just had Grandpa now. Like
Yeah.
the parents died or something.
Okay.
And all of a sudden, like Buddy became retarded. Do you remember
he was
that?
kind of goofy and kind of
Yeah,
slow.
he
was
turned-
like Woody on Cheers.
Like, but even dumber.
What about like Balky? What was the name of that show that had Balky?
Perfect
on
Strangers.
it?
But we're
Perfect
talking about
Strangers.
Willie Ames. Hold
Yeah,
on.
stay on topic.
Stay on topic. Willie Ames. I never noticed that. You're right. He did start out kind of smooth and kind of like I'm the preppy kid and hey, and then he became like the doofus next door neighbor who didn't know
Yeah.
crap about anything.
Do you think that was like part of his like Bible Man thing? Like he decided he couldn't play slick dudes anymore because it like
Maybe.
he had to play like a simplistic Bible fool.
Well, look at the transformation on Taxi I was watching, where Andy Kaufman got on the show, did Laca Gravis, and then he got the Vic character, which is the Playboy sort of character,
Yeah.
and he kind of held on to that for like almost a half a season to the point where the cast was like, all right, enough, like where they were going back and forth, and then he actually brought Tony Clifton onto the show. I don't know if you remember Andy Kaufman's character, Tony Clifton, who was like basically from the the Nutty Professor sort of guy, and yeah, basically they wanted him off the show at that point. He like went through this transformation, and that maybe was Willie's his decision or the writer's decision to dumb him up a little bit. Maybe it was a little too threatening to have like this smarmy I'm after the chicks to be in a house.
yeah,
where
because
other
those
chicks
girls were growing up. You remember,
hell
like
yeah.
they got pretty hot by then. Oh, yeah, oh, God,
yeah, and the Willie,
yeah.
his character would have to do something at
Do you
some
think
point.
that's why he became Bible Man? Because like he was banging those girls, and then like he had to repent.
Something's in the air in L.A. I don't know. Tiffany,
know.
what do you think? You're okay with the Bible? You know anything about Bible
She's
Man?
still thinking about Cousin Locky, or was it Cousin Balky?
Perfect Strangers.
Balky.
Perfect Strangers. Yeah.
I don't know. I grew up with the same thing, which was Mork and Mindy.
Ooh,
Oh,
Mork and
I like
Mindy.
Mork
I love
and
Mork and
Mindy.
But now, again, you go back and look at these shows. Some of them hold up, some of them don't. Like I went back and watched Newhart. It just sucked. I thought it sucked. Maybe it was the episode I pulled up, but I remember when I watched it, it was humorous. But now the whole "this is my brother Daryl, my other brother Daryl" that just didn't work. Taxi still holds up.
And so does I think I Love Lucy holds up.
Oh yeah, I Love Lucy's great. I use that as a reference in several stories sometimes that I tell.
What are
Really?
you talking about? To police officers? What stories that you're telling?
The reason why I Love Lucy holds up is Fred Mertz.
Fred.
Fred was one of the funniest dudes ever.
When I thought Buddy Hackett was in the Dick Van Dyke Show, I used to love that show, and I thought it was a really funny show.
Dick Van Dyke.
That was a great show, man. That was a great show.
What's the name? Oh, The Facts of Life.
Oh my God.
I started singing the song.
Do you remember that guy like Thomas Brabler in Shakespeare plays? I loved him. He was hilarious. We used to go see him at the Globe Theater.
All right,
going back.
We've come to the end of the show. I'm not gonna roll this out anymore.
Did we do all of it?
We did all of it.
Yeah.
We did everything.
Everything.
Yep, except for the Google Our Doubles, which we'll do next week.
Oh, what's
Ann
Google
Coulter.
Our Doubles?
Well, I had an idea about because there's another Chris Gorges online, and he's part of a huge ad agency in New York. He was out in L.A. He's a bit younger than me, but spells the name exactly the same. It's really weird. And I'm friends with him, but we've never actually communicated on Facebook. I was talking to Jason about it, and he goes, well, my Jason, apparently another Jason Kraynek, is some dude that lives in, like, Mississippi. He's like nobody. Crystal, I don't know if there's another...
I do, yes, and she is a beauty queen of Michigan. She's like a pageant
See,
queen of
exactly. So
Michigan
we
now.
all have, like, Facebook. We all have internet doubles.
But
Tiffany,
I'm the best Tiffany Barbee.
But is there another Tiffany
There's
Barbee?
7 Tiffany Barbies.
There are. See, so don't act like, oh, why would we talk about that? You know for a fact there are 7 of you
but
out
I'm
there.
the best one.
We're going to talk about it next week. Jordan, have you ever Googled yourself to see if there's another Jordan Lee?
She's a porno star.
No, a man, though. A male.
Oh, when you type no, that's what the first one that comes up.
First one up.
And it's hard to get past that one.
All right, so next week,
I get stuck there.
Yeah. So next week we're gonna check in with our internet doubles and
For
see what they're up to.
6 minutes.
For 6 minutes, we'll do it.
That's
yeah,
where,
why not?
No, that's where I get stuck on.
Oh, you.
and then I don't want a computer anymore for a little while.
Right on. This week at Snappers, you can go to snapperscomedygirl.com. I'll be performing a featuring, actually, and I don't know who's headlining. Tiffany will be popping in. You're going to hang out.
Bob Burr is
We'll
going
have a
to
nice
be
time.
emceeing.
We'll have a drink. It'll be fun. I always like hanging out. You're nice. What was that face for?
I don't know. What was it like?
Because I don't know. She was like, yeah, we'll do that. Mm-hmm. And we'll have a drink.
No, I'm very pleasant at the club. I leave you alone when you're trying to get ready.
Yeah, well, I'm just doing featuring, so it's not a big deal. No pressure on me. And I do have some footage from I did get the footage from my show in Jacksonville, so I'm going to edit and put some clips online. And maybe Petchra Chelli watched my old thing, and he said he was eh.
Yeah.
He was eh.
All right. Well, you know what? Whatever. I need to get back to the docks, so...
Hey, thanks. Go ahead and thank all our callers, Jordan, if you can do that.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks again to our callers. We had Big Chief Marty Hoffman live from College Station, Texas. Kaz the Comic from Addison, Texas. Zachary Morris from Tampa Bay. And Petchra Chelli.
Zach Cooper.
Zach Cooper. God, why do I call him Zach
Morris is from Saved by the Bell.
Wow. And a sitcom flashback.
Yeah, okay. I did watch that because Tiffany Amber Tyson was pretty damn hot. Anyway, and Petchra Chelli from Cumbria. You've come to the end of another double special show, ladies and gentlemen.
Start the music
Tune
now.
in next week when Chris will say...
My internet double says... Thanks for listening, everybody. We'll be back next week on Double Special. Follow us on Twitter. We're going to be we're on Spreaker.
Is that what your double says?
I don't know.
Why would your double say that?
I don't know. Check us out on Spreaker, iTunes. Please follow us, leave comments, help us out, guys. Have a great week. Have a great Super Bowl weekend. Enjoy the game.
Next
Go
week,
Broncos.
Double Special's doing a special about double.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. Wow, it's going to be like that painting where you keep looking right into the thing. We're out of here, guys. Have a great week. Good night, everybody.
Y'all come back now, you hear? That's from the Beverly Hillbillies show.